Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexiot's here, and it's Tuesday. We're going to play Tuesday trivia and talk about the regular Raptor stuff that we talk about on this channel. All kinds of stuff going on. Of course, with Vince Carter announcement yesterday about his jersey getting retired. And wow, I'm actually really impressed with some of the things I'm hearing from different people around the place. But we'll talk about that afterwards. In some ways, I want to get the trivia started soon, but I know there's not as many people here yet. Of course, the trivia is on this book. Above the Noise by DeMar DeRozan, #1 bestseller in Canada right now. This book is amazing. Everybody needs to go buy it. This trivia is based on this book today. So people that have read the book are going to have a little bit of an advantage, but you don't have to have read the book to get these answers, y'all. So hang in there. You're going to be all right. If you just listen to my questions, you can probably figure out who the answers are. And I don't want people to Google once again. There's no time limit, and there won't be 3 clues. It's just one question, one answer, and you get it. And David's going to be here to adjudicate. Daniel, you're going to play today. I want you to come in and play the trivia with me today, Daniel Berry. That'll be a lot of fun. Monique is here first. Good morning, Raptor Freak crew. Good morning to you, Monique Lawrence, the super fan. We love you. We hope you're having a great morning so far. And we're going to play some trivia. And I know you will know some of the answers to this trivia, even though you have not read the book. I know that you will know some of them. I know you will. Trevor J's here, the commissioner of fun. Trevor J, I sent that trophy to MK over in Ottawa region to get his WNBA fantasy trophy. It is in the mail. It got mailed yesterday. So MK, if you're listening, you have that trophy on its way. Good morning, family. Think positive. Love your life. Be in the moment. Hope for the best. Show kindness. Feel love. Feel accomplished. Be grateful. There you go. That's a laundry list of great ways to live your life. Thank you, Trevor J, for your daily guidance. And yeah, exactly, man. Live in the moment and be grateful. And boom, everything will be all right. Everything will work out. I really, truly believe that. Trevor's saying that he saw that New York Knicks have announced that big man Mitchell Robinson was miss some games. He's going to miss a month at the beginning of the season. And this is not good for Knicks fans. I'm going to tell you that right now. But the other news is that OG is healthy and he'll be ready for the season. So OG Anunoby is feeling good, and he's ready to come back and play for the Knicks and not be hurt like he was near the end of the season and also in the playoffs. So, yeah, OG healthy, Mitchell Robinson not healthy and won't be there. In fact, this injury to Mitchell Robinson is the one that happened with Joel Embiid in the playoffs where he kicked him and tripped him and fell over. So if I don't know, can you sue other NBA players? I mean, we know that the Knicks are suing the Raptors for some Azartan bullshit, but could Mitchell Robinson turn around and sue Joel Embiid for hurting him because of his goofy antics and his bullshit? Seriously, I really actually wonder this. Like Danny Green might have a case too. So maybe they could get a class action suit against big old dummy Joel Embiid and say, man, yeah, this guy hurt my career too. He made me shorten my season, my career. And everybody's like, yeah, class action lawsuit towards a big dummy Will Smith Frankenstein named Joel Embiid. Yeah, I would wonder about that. That would be very, very interesting. Monique is saying 12 days until Raptors preseason. Woohoo, 12 days on the first day of waiting to get to the preseason. 12 days are here, then we will be there. We will watch Raptors. La, 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 la. Yes, Christmas is coming, Monique. That's right. That's right. Good morning to you, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Yes, highlight those sports, my man. Yes, do it. Hey, Trevor. Hey, everybody. From Kaz on the road again. He just can't wait to get on the road again. He's my good friend and Raptor Freak, my friend. That's my friend, Kaz2929. Yeah. Bryce Lawson checking in from the K-Tuck. Good morning, Lex from Raptor Freak. Good to see you, Bryce. Fiercey is here from the Ottawa region. Good morning, fam, and happy Tuesday. She is ready to play some trivia. I know she's ready. This is going to be fun today, Fiercey. You guys are going to like the trivia today. We got King Brian in the house. What's up, Brian? What's up, Freak Nation? Just finished work here for DeMar. I saved someone's life, according to them, by talking to them through mental health. Stay strong, peeps. There you go. That's right. Keep looking out for each other. This world's weird and crazy, and there's a lot of evil out there trying to make it hard for people to live lives that are okay. And in some ways, we got to band together and look out for each other as community and understand we're humanity. We are all humans, and we need to look out for each other in some ways. And that's right. Being turning the other cheek and being a kind and gentler person that looks out for the vulnerable is the much better way than stomping people, making fun of them, and being a little fucking shithead. Excuse my French. Kaz is saying, I don't know who's worse, Joel or Draymond trying to injure people. I know they're similar type of people. Although I would say this, Draymond is very focused and very like on purpose with what he's doing to inflict pains. It's very like strikes and kicks and headlocks. And Joel, he's kind of like acting like he's not trying to hurt anybody. And it's more like he's a big, tall dummy in a tree in the forest that just fell over and landed on somebody. So it's kind of like that's the difference, I guess. But the action's the same, Kaz. I completely agree. They're very much out there and they're dangerous. David's dapping in. So I know our judge is here today, the commissioner of trivia, David Saborn, downtown in the T-Dot, baby, holding it down right near the arena for us. My man, David, the trivia champion of the past and the commissioner now. That's right. Monique saying, I still can't believe Scotty announced but he's in open news. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. But yes, Monique mentioning that Scotty went on Twitch on Sunday. We missed it. And at the beginning, well, they watched it. They watched most of it. MJ and Monique were in there watching him. But right at the beginning of his Twitch stream on Sunday, he did very much take congratulations for his new baby coming. And he did admit that it's happening. So it's absolutely true. He has gotten the girl from Guelph pregnant, and he's absolutely so happy. There's a clip going around right now on social media of Scotty admitting that, yes, he has got his shorty favorite baby mama pregnant, and that he's very, very effusive and very, very positive and very, very overjoyed about it. And yeah, it was a really awesome, cool thing to see Scotty reveling in that and sharing it with his, the Twitch family. And that's fantastic. So yeah, he's not denying it. There ain't no Drake action going on here. He's straight up saying, yeah, this is true. And I am having a baby, y'all. So that's really, really good. Yeah, that's really, really, really good. Yeah, good job at Brian helping somebody out. That's right. David saying, are we doing trivia or what? Yeah, we will, David. In some ways, I got to wait for people to come in here because I make the stream like 5 minutes before it starts. So yeah, Kaz is saying, oh, snap. I guess I missed that part, Lex. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which part, but it's all good. It's all good. Kareem saying Vince Carter single-handedly created a whole generation of basketball, including this version of Team Canada. Congrats to the jersey retirement. Without him, the Raptors would just be another local team. I don't know, Kareem. I am so proud of Josh Lewenberg. Josh Lewenberg has a really good statement out there. He went on the radio yesterday, and he was on point. He basically said a lot of things I've been saying on this channel. And he's calling it correct. So I salute you, Josh Lewenberg, for keeping things real and keeping both sides of everything put out there. And in some ways, he's not cool with us retiring Vince's jersey either. Josh Lewenberg, it's amazing. So amazing. And y'all, if y'all want to find out that clip, I'll give you the link right here. It's amazing what he said. Seriously, it's like almost like he's listening to the Raptor Freak channel because he used a lot of my talking points. And he's right on point. So that link right there I just put in, that is a link to Josh Lewenberg talking about the Vince Carter retirement. And boy, was he right. Yeah. Cass saying I probably joined late. No, you're right on time. I just started at 9:30. You're right on the start. All right, we'll go ahead and start this since David's anxious. He probably has something else he wants to go do. So we'll go ahead and start the trivia right now. The trivia today is on Above the Noise by DeMar DeRozan, the book. The questions are taken from the book, but the answers, you don't have had to read the book. In some ways, y'all will be able to figure out the answers from the questions. So y'all be ready. And Mo's saying that Josh Lewenberg interview on TSN. Yes, Josh. Yeah, I'm so proud of him. In some ways, I kind of wrote him a message a couple months ago saying, Josh, don't let them whitewash this into being like just a positive love fest for Vince. Because honestly, he doesn't deserve that without talking about the tarnishment in his record with the Raptors. And Josh has listened, and he is doing exactly what I just said. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of other people. In fact, he said in his interview yesterday, there are people within the Raptors organization that do not agree with this decision. They do not agree. So there's even people inside the organization that work for the Raptors that are probably high level people. It could even be Masai, who knows, who do not agree with this decision to do this. In some ways, I understand the Nets did what they're doing, and it kind of forced our hand on whether we're going to do it or not. We should do it before them. And in some ways, that's part of the reason why we're doing it now. If we could have it our way, we'd wait and do it until after Lowry. And a lot of people still say this, that Kyle Lowry should be the first jersey retired for the Toronto Raptors. And I agree with this in a lot of ways. Yeah. Cream saying not to be dim, but this was this war has intensified. God bless Amit. Stay safe. Oh man, I don't know. Okay, he's talking about that. All right. Well, either way, stay safe to Amit. And let's lessen the body count. And in some ways, there's some ugly ass shit going on over there. Some stuff that's against the Jiva conventions. As far as what's right for war crimes are being committed. Genocide is being committed. And there are awful things happening to both sides. Let's just put it that way. One side's having a lot more awful things on a higher level of numbers than the other side. But yeah, if this is intensifying stuff, this is not news I want to hear. In some ways, let's just go to trivia. Let's move on right now, Kareem, please. Oh my gosh. All right, here's the first question, guys, for today. David is all right. I see you color-coded things a little differently while I was out, David. All right, he's on the spreadsheet with me. All right, we're starting with the first question, guys. First person to write in the answer will get trivia points according to what David thinks you get for that, how hard it is, and maybe how long it takes for the question to get answered. He will give you certain points. They aren't the same amount of points. David gets to judge how much each question should be worth. So we'll see, and he gets to judge who gets it right. And don't have asked me. Write the full name if it's a name answer. And also just try and write every detail so that you're right, is what I'll say. Now, these are great questions. I'm really proud of this trivia. I think this is going to be a lot of fun for you guys. And you're going to learn some things about DeMar DeRozan while we do it too. All right, so the first question is today, guys, what school did DeMar DeRozan's father play college football at? What school did DeMar DeRozan's father play college football at? Yeah, my dad got this one. I tested this yesterday, and he got it. Davidson. That's a great guess. That's where Steph Curry went, but that is not correct. I will say it is a Division II school, and the thing that my dad got it from was that his old alma mater, FAMU, used to play against this school. So he knew it from that. UCLA, that's too big a school, Kareem. This school is smaller. It's a D2 school. And it's also not on the West Coast, guys. Duke is too big also. Now you're getting closer. I would say Duke is the closest geographical location to this one. USC, that is where DeMar went, Monique. But no, his father did not play college football at USC. That's too big a school, and that's West Coast. Where closest place so far has been Duke in the guesses. And I'll help y'all guys get to this, whoever's going to get it first. It's a D2 school, and they played against in the MEAC against Florida A&M, which is something there. UConn's too far north, and it's still too big a school. Yeah, Howard, that's a great guess. That's the best guess so far by Brian. Howard is going in the right direction. It is one of those types of historically black colleges. And also it is in the South. So it is very much the closest spot right there. Creighton is not right, Kaz. It's a good guess. Stargate's got a comment in the middle of the trivia. Yesterday afternoon, there was a show, Dave Feschuk, and I kid you not, the commentary was such regurgitated bile. Okay, Stargate. We'll have to look at that. SU, Southern University. No. I will say this, guys. I've told you that DeMar DeRozan's father, Frank, was from Louisiana, and that will give you some more clues right there. So he played for college football in a Division II school in Louisiana. So if you can figure it out from there, maybe this may be tougher than I thought. I'm really impressed with my dad getting it on the second guess. Seriously, you guys are having trouble here. Louisville's getting closer, but remember, I'm talking about in Louisiana. Baton Rouge, that's a city. I'm not sure if that's actually a school, but yeah, it's not Baton Rouge. Let's see. David's saying your dad is crazy good at trivia, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's part of the reason why is because I said they played against FAMU, and my dad was a teacher at FAMU for like 50 years. So he really knows FAMU, and he knew the teams that they would play all the time. So he named the first one that he thought of, and he got it. Louisiana Tech is a great answer. It's the right state. but it's not the right school. It is not the right school. In some ways, I'm wondering about this. Howard? No, it's not Howard. It's a tough question. It's a tough question. I didn't realize this first one would be so tough. So yeah, I'm not sure where Frank DeRozan went, what position he played for this school, but this is a Division II in Louisiana, and it doesn't have any like Louisiana in the word or anything. You just got to kind of know the schools there. LSU is not right, Brian. That you're in the right state still. Man, I didn't realize this would be so tough. I guess you guys don't know the MEAC very well. The MEAC is a Southern conference of Division II down in the South. And college football people would really get it. Give you a clue? All right, I'll give you guys another clue. The word of the school is just one letter off of one of the things I hate about Adam Silver's NBA. Yeah, if you think about what do I hate the most about what Adam Silver changed in the NBA, put one more letter in that word, and you'll get the right word. That's a really good clue right there. If you can figure that out, what do I hate the most about Adam Silver's NBA and what he changed? Yeah, my dad was at FAMU. Yeah, he's taught at FAMU from '79 up until like a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's a Rattler. He's been involved with the Rattlers for a long time. Okay, you're close, Kareem. I just told you, there's one more letter you got to add. You're very close. You're very close. But yes, that's the NBA, what you wrote in there. Now put the other letter in there that will give you the right school. Right there, Kareem. You're so close. You need one more letter. I can't give it to you for that. I can't give it to you for that because you're saying the part that I hate about the NBA. But I said there's one letter off in that word, and you got to know what it is. Yeah, Brian. Okay, Brian's got it, but he didn't write in the state. Oh, you guys are half-assing me right now. Kareem's one letter off, and Brian left off the second part. You can't half-ass it. There we go. Kareem's rightfully going to come in and seagull it correctly. It's Grambling State is where Frank DeRozan went to college, played college football for. Grambling State. Yeah, that's right. And my dad got that on the second guess, y'all. Can you believe that, man? Isn't that amazing? I'm so proud of my dad. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy. Yeah, that was fun, Kareem. Yeah, we got there. I figured Kareem would get that one too because Kareem played football and he does have a very good knowledge of football in general. So he probably knows some of the smaller schools. Yeah, you know nothing about BYUO though. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Fiercey. My dad does rock. You're exactly right, MJ. He's probably hearing us right now. He's probably smiling real big. All right, here's the second question, guys. Now, that was a little bit different than all the other questions. This question is, DeMar DeRozan and his father, Frank, used to watch a lot of movies on VHS tapes, including many blaxploitation movies starring this NFL great. What NFL great was in the movies that DeMar and his dad loved to watch when he was a kid on VHS? What was that NFL great? Yeah, this is an interesting question. Jerry Rice? No, that's not the right one. Jim Brown is the right answer. Stargate getting that. Of course, the great Jim Brown of NFL was also a movie actor, and he was in many, many movies. In fact, he was in The Dirty Dozen, which is absolutely a fantastic war movie with Lee Marvin and all kinds of great actors in that. Telly Savalas. Yeah, Jim Brown is the right answer. Stargate is going to get that one. 100 points to Stargate. There you go. And David gave 50 points to Kareem and 50 to Brian. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Jim Brown is the right answer. Good job, Stargate. Let's keep going. Question number 3. DeMar DeRozan references an 80s movie in his book in which characters disappear out of a photograph. What film is DeMar DeRozan talking about when he uses this reference throughout the book Above the Noise? All right, guys, I'm talking about an 80s movie, and he references movies all through this book. And that's there we go. Cowboys on it. It's Back to the Future. That's exactly right. Cowboys just in ahead of Stargate right there. Yeah, Back to the Future. He changes his history, and all of a sudden his family starts disappearing from the photo. And DeMar in the book uses this as a reference, saying that when he had so many friends and family members dying when he was a kid from gang warfare and stuff like that, he felt like his people and his family were disappearing from his picture, just like the people on Back to the Future. So that's fantastic. Good job, Cowboy, getting that one. Yeah. Yeah, these questions are going to be a little bit different today, guys. They're going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I love it, Kareem. I love it. Jerry Rice is in hot water again. Is that because he's getting boiled like rice would? Is that the joke, Fiercey? Is that Jerry Rice is in hot water because that's how you cook rice? That's so stupid, but it's funny. I'm gonna give Fiercey a dunk for that. Is he in trouble seriously, or is that just a joke? I want to think that that's a really awesome joke by Fiercey, that he's in hot water again. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's how you cook the rice. That's right. All right, let's keep going. All right, next question. What famous Hollywood director whose credits include Big and A League of Their Own was a friend and mentor to DeMar DeRozan when he was in high school? What big Hollywood director who directed Big and A League of Their Own was a friend and mentor to DeMar DeRozan when he was in high school? Yeah, there you go. Ron Howard? That is not right. That's a great guess, though, Stargate. That's a great guess. Yeah. Stephen King? No, that's not right, Cowboy. I just saw what you did there. It's not Stephen King. Let's see who can get this one. Don't Google this shit. Y'all off the top of your head. Who directed Big in A League of Their Own? Kareem knows. It's Penny Marshall. That's right. Longtime Laker fan, Penny Marshall, who lived in Hollywood. She's passed away since. Had a mansion, and she knew who DeMar was as a high school kid out of Compton, and she would invite him over to her mansion, and he would come over and he would be in awe of her place, because in her basement she had an amazing collection of sports memorabilia. She had stuff from Muhammad Ali, from all the great Lakers like Magic and Kareem. And basically what happened was Penny Marshall, when she passed away, her collection of amazing stuff went straight to the Naismith Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts for the NBA. And she was one of the biggest contributors to the Basketball Hall of Fame in the history of the Basketball Hall of Fame, because she had so much good stuff. So did y'all know that DeMar, as a youngster, before he was even at USC, was going over to Laverne's house to hang out with Laverne and Shirley at her house. And she was very doting and kind to him. In fact, she had a huge influence on DeMar and as a mentor. Seriously, Penny Marshall was a mentor to DeMar DeRozan. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? Yeah, Cowboy is creative. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Preacher's Wife is a favorite of mine. Yeah, 100 points to Kareem. Yeah, and Big, the one with Tom Hanks. Yes, that movie is directed by Penny Marshall. And that's what DeMar was saying. He was like, he had to pinch himself because he's a huge movie fan. There's a lot of these questions will have to do with movies today, guys. And he said, I couldn't believe I was going over to the house of the director of Big, starring Tom Hanks. Like it was weird because honestly, think about it. He's a kid who grew up in Compton, and we're talking about all the death around him. And then he's going across town to Penny Marshall's house to hang out in a big, huge Hollywood mansion with a big time Hollywood director. So yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? Good morning to you, Cool Cat. Good morning, Raptor Free crew. That's right. Let's go. Let's keep going. All right, next question, guys. DeMar DeRozan did not go to UNC, the University of North Carolina, for college basketball, for college, because he demanded that they have his friend be on the team with him, and Dean Smith absolutely refused. That friend has a very famous father. What is the name of the father of his friend? Yeah, here's a little question for y'all. Yeah. Do you guys know about this story? DeMar had a high school teammate that he really, really liked, and he was really good friends with. And one of his demands going into school, wherever they're going to take him at college, is that they had to take his friend with him, and he had to be on the team with him. USC did take his friend and put him on the team. But yeah, the right answer. All right, Gary Trent Sr. is wrong, but Percy Miller is right. There you go, Kareem. The Master P question's right here. DeMar DeRozan is a childhood friend of Romeo Miller, who's Lil Romeo, who's also a famous rapper. And what they played on high school together. Well, he came out to UNC and he asked Dean Smith, you got to put Romeo on the team with me. Dean Smith said no. So he said, okay. So he went to USC, and USC said, yeah, we'd gladly put Romeo Miller on the team. And they did. And that's why DeMar went to USC. And it totally helped that it was close to where he lived. It's actually like a half hour away from where he grew up also. So Romeo Miller, the son of Percy Miller, a.k.a. Master P, former Toronto Raptor. And there's your question, Kareem. There's your Percy Miller question for the trivia. You finally got it, but you didn't even get it. Stargate got it. Maybe part of the reason why DeMar wanted to play for the Raptors and he really wanted to go there is because of Percy Miller. We got to think about this seriously, because Master P had already been through the Toronto Raptors organization a long time before that. And he could have been telling DeMar early on that, yeah, the Raptors are a great organization, man. You might really like it up there if you got drafted by them. So that's a weird little connection there. Did you guys understand that Master P may have actually helped DeMar get to the Raptors? Seriously, guy, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Where's Kareem? Why is he not upset about not getting the Master P question? Because yeah, that was the one for you, my guy. All right, let's keep going. Before the NBA draft, DeMar DeRozan went to Oakland to train, and he was paired up with another current NBA player. He describes this guy as running around like Forrest Gump. He just didn't stop. You know how Forrest Gump just ran and ran and ran and ran? Well, this guy he had to train with before the draft in 2009, guys, could just never stopped. He never tired out. They called him the Energizer Bunny because he just wouldn't get tired. What current NBA player are we talking about? And this is the crazy thing. The clue is this guy's still in the league right now, just like DeMar. And he actually trained with him back then. Yeah. Kareem's like, oh my God, I'm on the phone. Fuck, you missed your Master P. Sorry. Draymond Green is not right, Stargate. Think about the question. Is Draymond running forever and ever and ever? No, he's not. Come on now. Draymond's not like Energizer Bunny or Tom Hanks and as Forrest Gump running like that. Steph Curry is a fantastic guess, Fiercey, because Oakland, and also because he was drafted in the same draft as DeMar DeRozan, but it's not the right answer. It is not Steph Curry. Steph Curry, DeMar said he's very proud of Steph, though, because he came in the same draft class as him, and he's really proud that he's been around the greatest shooter in the history of the NBA. James Harden is an interesting answer. It is here, guys. James Harden did work out with DeMar early in his career, but it's not James Harden who I'm referring to in this question. But it's not James on this one. No, it's not. No, it's not. And no Googling, Amit. We're not doing any Googling today. Steph Curry is not right, Monique. I'm sorry. But he was drafted in the same draft as DeMar, and he is still playing in the league. Now, I may have to give some more clues for this one because this one's a little tough. This player just got signed to the Utah Jazz this summer. Don't look up the rosters. If you know off the top of your head, you can figure it out. And also, this player played in the Olympics this year. This player played in the Olympics, and they just got signed by the Utah Jazz as a free agent this summer. So, and they're still in the league, which is amazing. It's amazing that they're still in the league, honestly. So, yeah, that maybe you can put the 2 and 2 together from those two clues. There you go. Carlo got it. It's Patty Mills. Patty Mills worked out with DeMar in Oakland before the draft, and the reasoning was the trainer said Patty will not stop working. He just won't stop. DeMar, he's going to make you so good because he never gets tired. And I want you to run up and down the beach with him for like hours. And that's what they did. They made Patty and DeMar run up and down the beach in Oakland, and then he had him play him. And like Patty Mills never got tired. DeMar's very much like, I never saw Patty get tired once the whole time I trained with him before pre-draft. So, yeah, it's Patty Mills. That's a hard question, David. I might give him a little bit more. Yeah. Amit's saying, did Patty Mills get drafted or did he go undrafted? I don't know. I don't remember, Amit. But I do know that DeMar was working out with him in the summer of 2009, right before he got drafted by the Raptors. And Patty Mills is still in this league. Yeah, he's still in this league. So the correct answer is Patty Mills, who played for Australia in the Olympics, and he is on the Utah Jazz this season. That's right. There you go. There you go. Beautiful stuff there. All right, guys. Next question. DeMar DeRozan didn't show up for his pre-draft workout for Minnesota Timberwolves. So they didn't draft him with one of the two first-round picks they had before the Raptors. What two players did the Timberwolves draft before Toronto picked DeRozan in that draft? Now, no cheating. Don't go look it up. Let's try and remember off the top of our heads. Let's see. All right. Amit knows because it's just off the top of his head. Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio is the right answer. So, yeah, those are two. See, that he's saying that's easy work. And he obviously didn't look that up because he knew that off the top of his head. Good job, Amit. This is why he's our current champion from last season. Yeah, that's the right answer. Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio just retiring in recent years. That's right. 75 each. There you go, Amit. You got 75 for each of them. 150 points for Amit on that question. All right, question number 8, guys. What iconic 80s toy was one of DeMar DeRozan's favorites as a young girl? Now, you guys have no idea unless you read the book. So just start guessing iconic 80s toys, and one of y'all will probably get the answer. So what toy was DR DeRozan really into when she was little? Barbie is not right, Fiercey. It's not right. It's Nintendo. That's another good guess. That's not right. Cabbage Patch Kids? No, that's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. Furby. I think Furby's 90s more than 80s. I don't remember the Furby back then. G.I. Joe's. DR DeRozan. Come on now. I'm going to say Mr. Potato Head. That's the right answer. I swear. It's just a guess. It's not Mr. Potato Head. Shopkins. I'm not even sure what that is. Transformers is not right. Care Bears. Care Bears isn't right either, guys. In fact, she took this toy and gave it to DeMar's third daughter recently because she outgrew it and she wanted to give him there. There you go. Bryce got it. It's a Rubik's Cube, guys. Rubik's Cube is the right answer. DeMar DeRozan gave DR a Rubik's Cube when she was very young, and at 5 years old, she had solved it. And DeMar was so proud of her. He was like, she's so smart. She figured out how to do a Rubik's Cube at 5 years old, guys. And she's given the Rubik's Cube to DeMar's third oldest daughter now. So she has it now, Dea. So Dea's got the Rubik's Cube now. Yeah, a little bit of a DR DeRozan question, and the iconic toy is Rubik's Cube. So yeah, Bryce got it. Good job, K-Tuck, getting it. Yeah, good stuff, man. All right, let's keep going. In Above the Noise, DeMar DeRozan references what buddy movie as being like his and Kyle Lowry's friendship? What buddy movie does he reference is just like Kyle and his friendship? Like if you watch this movie and the way the two actors act in this movie, it's exactly how they are and their friendship, apparently. Twins? Twins is not right, Brian Hussein. Thank you for the guess. Bad Boys is close. Bad Boys is very close, Kareem. Very, very close. One of the actors in Bad Boys is one of the actors in the buddy movie that we're talking about. White Men Can't Jump is not right. Cowboy is not right. Blue Streak is not right either. But one of the actors in Bad Boys is one of the actors. Life is right. Fiercey Salsera is getting it. The movie is Life, and it stars Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. And this is who is what? Ray, played by Martin Lawrence, is Kyle Lowry, and Claude, played by Eddie Murphy, is like DeMar DeRozan. So that is the answer. Life is the movie. If you guys know the movie, they're playing prisoners. And that movie, if you guys ever wondered what DeMar and Kyle are like as friends privately, watch the movie Life. You can find out. Yeah, Martin Lawrence is one of your favorite comedians. There you go. Amazing movie. Yeah, you know Martin Lawrence, how he is. Well, Kyle's like him. And the more reserved Claude of Eddie Murphy is more like DeMar's kind of way he carries himself. So there you go. There you go. Martin Lawrence show was awesome. The Martin show is iconic. Absolutely agree with you, Fiercey. He's an amazing, talented comedian and actor. And Martin Lawrence is amazing. He should get more shine, even more still. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Funny movie. Bernie Mac was in it as well. Yeah. So you guys, if you ever wanted to know what Kyle and DeMar are like in private, go watch that movie. That's what DeMar's saying. We're just exactly like those two in that movie, the way they act. So good. All right, let's keep going, guys. When DeMar's dad had a stroke and he was also going through a separation from Kiara, DeMar channeled all of his feelings into his career high best game on New Year's Day of 2018. He was still on the Raptors, guys. How much did he score and what team was it against? Yeah, this is DeMar's career high in his whole entire career. And what team was it against? It was on New Year's Day on 2018. So what was the score? How much did he score? And what team did he do that against on that New Year's Day? 36 points is too low, Cowboy. 32 is too low, Fiercey. Yeah, you guys think that's 52 is the right answer for his high. 52 is the most points DeMar ever scored. So that's right. Kareem's got that. Detroit is not the team. Detroit is not the team, Trevor. Let's see. Lakers are not the team. New Orleans are not the team. And remember, don't half-ass it. Make sure you put in the right stuff because there's been New Orleans Hornets and New Orleans Pelicans. Washington Wizards is not right. Miami is not right. No, we're going to keep going until somebody gets it. Knicks are not the right team. Philadelphia is not the right team. But yeah, 52 is how much he scored. Celtics, Nets, nope. Memphis, nope. None of these ones yet. Heat, nope. Grizzlies, nope. No, we'll keep going until somebody gets Milwaukee is right. It's Milwaukee. Kareem's got it right before Amit. We'll say Milwaukee is the right answer. So he scored 52 against Milwaukee on New Year's Day in 2018, and that was purely from his he was angry because he was real worried about his dad having a stroke back in LA, and then he had separated from the mother of his children, and there was a lot of angst in his body, so he worked it all out. In fact, Kyle Lowry told him before that game, he's like, you were going to the office now. Everything outside of basketball does not matter at this point. You go in there and go into your office. And he goes in there and he drops 52 on them. He was in the zone and he was channeling all of his angst and anger and upsetness. Yeah, and we won that game too. Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we won that game, Cowboy. What do you think? Of course we won that game, man. All right, let's keep going, guys. Good stuff, man. Y'all are doing great today. In his book, DeMar DeRozan talks about how Jim Carrey helped him and understand what depression feels like. Carrey once wrote a check for $10 million and promised himself he would have that amount in 10 years. Jim Carrey did accomplish this feat just within the 10 years when he was paid $10 million to do what famous movie? What famous movie did Jim Carrey get paid $10 million for? And he fulfilled his promise and he put that check in his father's casket when he died. Yeah, let's see what it is. Let's see. Mask is not right. The Mask is not right, guys. You knew 52 because it was the highest as a rapper at that time. That's right. That's right. Ace Ventura is not right. Dumb and Dumber is right. Ahmed has got it. It is Dumb and Dumber is the movie that he got paid $10 million for. And Jim Carrey came through and did that. Yeah, not Ace Ventura, not The Grinch, not Liar Liar. Dumb and Dumber is the right answer. Good job, Ahmed Gaming. And Davis got there. Yeah, one of your favorite movies? Yeah, it's a good movie, eh? Yeah, see, Ahmed, you didn't know you would get that as one of your questions today. That's right. Here we go. Let's keep going, guys. This is all from Above the Noise by DeMar DeRozan, bestseller in Canada. Y'all need to go buy it, seriously. And you see the kind of fun stuff that's in it from the questions today. All right, next question. In 2018, DeMar DeRozan appeared on a series called The Me You Can't See. Who were the two main celebrity producers of this series? Who's produced the series The Me You Can't See? Yeah, there's two famous celebrities that helped produce it. So if you guys know, Man on the Moon, it was not right. It was Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, let's see. Remember, you guys, make sure you're on live so that you're keeping up right on time with what we're doing here. Yeah. I can't believe Kareem missed the Master P question. I did it for you, man. Drake? No, Drake wasn't one of the celebrity producers for this. The Me You Can't See. John Cena. That's a great guess, Bryce. I'm going to give you a dunk just for... Bryce, you're going to get a dunk for that. That is so good, Bryce. Bryce, 53 dunks for you, my guy. I'm saying I don't know producers, so y'all can get this one. 2018 was when this was produced. And you guys got to think about who would be producing something like this. That's a celebrity that wants to help people all the time. Clint Eastwood's not right. It's not a movie. This was like a series on TV. And DeMar came in as a speaker, and he spoke about his mental health issues on this show after he had made his tweet. But who were the two people that made it? I'll start giving you all better clues, and if you guys struggle some more. But I want to see some more clue guesses. This one of these people is associated with the city of Chicago. Let's just put that way. Ice Cube is not right. And then the other person is somebody who, okay, Stargate, you're saying Oprah. Well, why don't you just put Oprah in? You could get one of the points if you just put Oprah in, because Oprah is right. Oprah is one of them. That's right. Oprah Winfrey is one of the answers. So, yeah, Stargate's already got it, Amit. You can't seagull that. He said, I know Oprah is one. Y'all should be writing the full name, just so y'all know. But Oprah's that kind of name, right? It's kind of one of those names, Oprah. All right. And the other person that is the other co-producer is exiled from his family at this point, which is really weird. But they're doing very important work still. And in some ways, they live in California at this point. Yeah, that may be too much of a clue right there. They're exiled from their family, but they live in California, and there's there you go. Stargate got it. Prince Harry. That's right. Prince Harry's the other one. So Oprah and Prince Harry were the co-producers of that series. And yeah, Stargate's going to get both of them. He's just in time before Fiercey, and it is Prince Harry, Kareem. Yeah, that was the right answer. So yeah, so good job, Stargate, getting in there. Let's keep going. All right, this next question is: what iconic Hollywood landmark was DeMar DeRozan at watching The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, when he was traded to the San Antonio Spurs by the Toronto Raptors? This is where DeMar was when Masai traded him, when Masai was pacing back and forth in the hotel lobby in Africa. This is where DeMar was it, this famous, iconic Hollywood landmark, watching Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 2. What is that famous landmark in Hollywood, iconic landmark that DeMar was at when he was traded by the Raptors? Oh my gosh. Yeah. What is that place? Come on, y'all. Kodak Theater is wrong, but it is a theater, obviously, because it's a movie theater, right? Kodak Theater. I don't know what Kodak. It's a very very iconic place. Amit's saying only thing I know is Hollywood is the sign. Yeah, there's a sign. There's a Hollywood sign in the hills. That's for sure. But we need to know the iconic Hollywood landmark that DeMar was at when he got traded by the Raptors. Isn't that crazy? You find out exactly where he was. I went there once. Okay. Well, what is it called, y'all? Somebody needs to know this. Somebody should know this off the top of their head. My dad, when he answered this one, he had a funny answer. It was a little bit off, but he was mostly right. Let's see who knows this one. Now, this place is famous partly because there's a lot of people that hang out in front of it during the day wearing costumes. And if you know that about it, I mean, this is also the place where all the hands are in the pavement for the celebrities. Dolby Theater? No, it's not Dolby. It's not Kodak. It's got a certain name to it. It's a very iconic landmark in Hollywood. In some ways, you know, Oscar Theater. No, you guys just aren't Hollywood enough to know the Hollywood. Yeah. Walk of Fame, though. No. Oh, C4C said, "Oh, that Asian theater." Yeah, you're on the right track. I want the real name, though, guys, and don't Google it. I want y'all to figure it out. Smooth saying, "Is it called the Chinese Theater?" Yes, but you're missing one more word that's important for it. Smooth. You're very, very close. Stargate saying, "I don't want to half-ass it." I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You guys are close. You're very, very close. We need one more word, and then somebody will have gotten it. Smooth's got 2/3 of it right. He's got 2/3 of it. There's one part missing. There's one part missing in what he said there. Yeah, there's the first word is what's the important part right here. Shanghai Theater. No, that's not it. It's so weird that he was there. Oh man, I can't believe you guys are having so much trouble with this. All right, how about this? It's the last name of former Clipper Terrence. I don't know if is he still on that team, Terrence? Yeah, I don't know. Don't Google anything, Fiercey. Don't be Googling nothing. No Google this season. All right, Amit's put it Man Theater, but that's not totally correct. I want the whole thing. You're missing this. Oh, you guys are half-assing me on this. Ross Chinese Theater. No, not Ross, not Terrence Ross. Terrence, somebody else. Terrence. Man's Chinese Theater is the right answer. Amit finally put it together. Man's Chinese Theater is the name of that iconic Hollywood landmark that everybody, yeah, it's Man's Chinese Theater. And it was a special preview of The Equalizer 2 before the public. So yeah, DeMar was in there watching that movie. In his phone, he got a text, and it was from his agent. And it was also from Masai. Masai got a text him. He's like, I don't know what Masai wants with me right now. He thought that it may be because DeMar was supposed to go to Giants of Africa, and he saw that Masai had texted him, and he's like, I'm watching a movie. I'll check it afterwards. It's probably just details about me flying to Africa to be at Giants of Africa. Little did he know, it was actually a text that he's been getting traded. And his agent was like, I don't know why Masai's trying to talk to you. And then he gets on the phone while he's driving home from the theater, and he gets the information, and he's totally blindsided. And what he does is he gets out of the car and he starts walking around Hollywood aimlessly in the streets. Like he just leaves the car after he finds out he got traded by Toronto, because he's in such he's just so world spinning. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Grauman's. Yeah, they call it Man's Chinese Theater also. But Grauman's Chinese Theater, that's fine too. I would have taken either one. But Amit got in there before you guys, and he got it. Man's Chinese Theater. But yeah, Grauman's is the full name, but a lot of people just call it Man's. So yeah. Ahmed doesn't know what it is, but thanks, y'all. He seagulled the French fries from you guys. I don't know if he actually Googled anything though, too. Let's see. Cream saying, nope, it's Grauman's. Never heard of it. You never heard of this place, cowboy? You've seen it on TV. You've seen people at it. You just didn't know what the name was. That's right. No swearing Tuesday. Yeah, fuck that, comma crazy. It's comma crazy. All right, let me keep going. Stargate saying Kareem got it. I don't know. I have Man's Chinese Theater on my answer sheet, and David can only go by that, guys. I'm sorry. All right, question number 14. We got 4 more questions to go on Above the Noise trivia. DeMar DeRozan reveals in his book that his favorite dunk of his entire career was against the Raptors in 2020. What Raptors player did DeMar DeRozan dunk on in his favorite dunk of all time? Who did he dunk on in his favorite dunk of all time? Chris Boucher is right, Amit. I don't know how you knew that right off the top of your head. Do you remember that dunk, Amit? Do you remember that dunk? Yeah, while he was on the Spurs. He dunked on Chris Boucher, and that is his absolute favorite dunk of his whole entire career, guys. Yeah, he remembers it. That's pretty impressive, Amit, that you knew that right away. I'm very, very impressed by that. Very, very impressed. Ross, no swearing Tuesday. All right, comma crazy. You want me to give you a dunk? I'm going to give you a dunk. That is really impressive. Amit is impressing me today by doing that. Comma crazy, you're at the Emmanuel Quickly 5 now. Grief said, yo, DeMar throwing shots. How about that Kawhi steal? He's treading water with me. Well, I'm going to say this, Kareem. First of all right, he does talk about both. He talks about the dunk on Chris, but he's very much at the same time, he talks about the game where he came back to Toronto and Kawhi stole the ball and he lost in that game. He does talk about that also. So that's in the book also. So don't worry, Kareem. He just really loved that dunk on Chris. In some ways, NBA guys are catching bodies when they're doing dunks all the time. And in some ways, that was a little bit of a get back at us as a team. In some ways, Chris Boucher was never his teammate. We got to remember that. Chris came in the year after he left. And also, Chris won 2 rings. In some ways, there's some jealousy there, maybe a little bit, because Chris had the ring with the Raptors that DeMar wanted. So he threw it down on him, and that's what happened right there. Yeah. 12 days until Raptors basketball. Let's go, Andrew. That's right. And what is this comma crazy guy doing? It's all good. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about comma crazy. He's cool. Kareem saying his favorite dunk should be the one against Detroit to go to overtime. No, I mean, that is a good one too. I think he has a few good ones, but that one in particular, the one on Chris, he just said that is. I can only go by what he said. Come on now, Kareem. In some ways, look, he was hurt by us and he had to get some get back in different ways. And the dunk on Chris was one of the ways he got some get back and he felt a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Boucher got 2 of those rings. That's right. He got one with Golden State before he came to Toronto too. Yeah. Yeah. The Utah one. You like the Utah one? Carlos saying crazy civil war on Reddit on the VC retirement. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And it should be that way. It shouldn't be just 100% we're all happy that Vince is getting retired. 50% like it, 50% don't. Hey, that's just how it is. And honestly, we know which side I'm on. No, I'm totally fine with it. And there's going to be people booing it when it happens. Trust me. If I don't go down there myself, I might boo it myself. Seriously, I might go down there and boo it myself. Yeah. The dunk on Gobert was nasty. I mean, I know DeMar's got a mixtape, but we got to remember there's it's up to him. He can decide what his favorite dunk is. This is his life. It's his decision. Okay, Milbester, we're doing trivia, so don't start coming in here with your New York Knicks break news, stuff like that. Morning, Lex. How's Tuesday morning? The NBA Media Day next week. Yeah, you asked me about this yesterday. I don't want to talk about the preseason right now. We've got the Celtics twice, and I believe the Wizards and the Nets I think is who are playing in the preseason. Anyway, you guys are gonna have to use Achua and Sims because Mitchell Robinson's out, and y'all are in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. Knicks, you may be in trouble because you're going to be playing Anunoby at center, and he might get hurt because of this. I'm telling you right now. All right, Milbester, don't distract my trivia. Come on now. Smooth saying, I remember that. DeMar said that at the time that he didn't know much Boucher other than summer games. Yeah, he doesn't know Chris. Chris isn't a former teammate of his. So they don't really have no connection. And in some ways, he caught a guy who got a ring after him, who came in after him. All right, let's see. Milbester saying, I won't worry. We will be fine. You got Marcus Morris? Okay, just listen to what you're saying there, Milbester. You're not worried? You got Marcus Morris? Okay, all right. I'd be worried because you just said that. Oh, they're in trouble. No iHeart, and Mitchell is out, baby. And it's Joel's fault. All right, let's keep going. All right, next question, guys. While at the bubble in Orlando, DeMar DeRozan was asked to speak at a about mental health on a virtual panel with what very famous athlete? While in the bubble, DeMar DeRozan was asked to speak about mental health on a virtual panel with what very famous athlete? Yeah, yeah. Fiercey's laughing at Milbester. Yeah, yeah. Kevin Love, that's not the right answer. Kareem Thomas. This is more famous than Kevin Love. Charles Barkley? You think he really did that, Cowboy? Come on now. We know Charles hasn't spoke out on mental health issues, although he could. But no, it's not Charles Barkley. Almost the level of the famous person. He's pretty close, but Kevin Love ain't. No, he's not. He's not famous enough. Yeah, yeah. Charles Barkley is close. He's actually maybe he's probably just as famous as this guy. That's about the level of stardom. You guys are thinking basketball, though. It could be anywhere. Milbester, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't give a shit about your bullshit. You're out. You're timed out. You're timed out. You're not respecting what I'm telling you to do. So you're timed out for 24 hours, motherfucker. Get the fuck out. Seriously, you're not respecting. I told you I'm doing trivia right now, and I don't have no fucking time for your fucking Knicks bullshit. Seriously, you're out. You're out. Get the fuck out. We're Raptors channel, and I don't give a shit. I'll tell you right now, you're in trouble. Mitch is out. Come on now. Oprah Winfrey. We're saying athlete. We're saying athlete. Yeah, it's not Oprah Winfrey. Athlete. Let's see. Amit's saying K-Love is basketball famous, not generally famous. Exactly. Amit's getting it right here. Cowboy's laughing. He wants an alley-oop for me because I just kicked Milbester out like that. Yeah, he will never learn. I mean, he's welcome here, but he needs to understand we have a format on Tuesday, and we're usually doing this. Tom Brady is a great guess. It is not Tom Brady, but this is actually who my dad guessed. He guessed that Tom Brady also. That's a good guess. It's that kind of level person. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter's not right. Andrew knows. It's Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, the swimmer, is the right answer. Andrew getting it. Good job, Andrew. Jumping on it. 200 points for Andrew. It was Michael Phelps, the great Olympic swimmer, one of the most Olympic medals anybody's ever gotten in the history of the Olympics. Michael Phelps spoke about mental health with DeMar on that panel. That's right. Andrew, good job. Do you remember that, Andrew? You remember that? Yeah. You going to say Michael Strahan? Shot in the dark. You got it, Andrew. Good shot. You made it. All right. Now, 2 more questions, guys, and then we're done. And then, we don't have to talk about the Knicks afterwards because Milbester's timed out. All right, let's keep going. A few years ago, an intruder broke into DeMar DeRozan's Los Angeles home by accident, mistaking his place for his famous neighbor's house. Who was the crazed fan actually trying to meet? This crazy story. They broke into the house and scared the shit out of DR DeRozan. Like, they told DR to shut up. And DeMar came running from the other room and chased the motherfucker out of the house with a bat. Who is that? Who is the celebrity that lives next door to DeMar in LA? And that was where that crazy person was going over to their house instead. Leonardo DiCaprio. That's not right. Amit remembers this story, but he doesn't remember who the person is. He remembers the story. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is not right. I will say this. This is the wrong gender that we're talking about. It's not a male that the celebrity is. I'll give you that clue for that guess. Okay. Yeah. Amit remembers this. No Googling, y'all. Seriously, no Googling. I want to get to this organically through guesses. Tori Spelling is an interesting guess. It's not exactly right. Oprah, no, it's not right either. This person is younger than both of those people. This person is younger than both of those celebrities that you just named. Yeah, they're younger. And they belong to a famous family. How about that? Miley Cyrus is not right. That's a great guess. Zendaya. No, it's not Zendaya. They're more famous because they're in a family than anything else. Katy Perry is not right, Fiercey. This person really doesn't have any talent. Let's just put it that way. They don't sing. They don't do nothing. Charlie D'Amelio. I don't know who that is, and it's not the answer. Kim Kardashian's very close. Kareem is very close here. Kim Kardashian is very, very close, but it's not Kim. Kevin Hart is not right. That's hilarious that you put Kevin Hart in there, even though I said it's a female. Kim Kardashian is not right, guys. It's very close. You guys are very close. Khloe Kardashian is not right either, but keep going. Kourtney Kardashian is not right either. Yeah, you guys are getting there. William Hung, I like that. I want to give you a dunk for that. That's pretty funny, C4C. Kourtney Kardashian's not right. It's not Khloe. It's not Kim. It's not Kourtney. Let's see. Paris Hilton. No, it's not Paris Hilton. That's a good guess. This is the same kind of person. Yeah. Another very good guess. Kendall Jenner. Kendall Jenner is not right. You're getting so close. Kylie Jenner is right. Amit got it. It's Kylie Jenner. Out of all the Kardashian Jenner people, it was Kylie Jenner who lived next door to DeMar DeRozan. And that is who the crazy fan from Utah tried to break into her house, but she broke into DeMar's house by accident and scared the shit out of DR. Absolutely scared the shit out of DR DeRozan. She was screaming then too, I'll bet. Actually, she was, because that's how DeMar knew that somebody was in the house. He heard his daughter scream from the other room, ah, just like she did on her free throws. Yeah. Yeah, she's the one with the Travis Scott, right? I think so. I'm not hip to the young people, but yeah, Kylie Jenner, I think is with Travis Scott. I'm not sure. Kardashian legacy. Okay, Fiercey, you want a dunk? I'm gonna give you a dunk. I want to give you a dunk, and I'm going to give C4C a dunk for saying William Hung. Because I love that. C4C, you're getting a dunk. You're at RJ Barrett 9, my guy. And we're going to give Fiercey a dunk also for her jokes, Kardashian. Yeah, 214. There you go. You guys are learning something, man. You love. She's the one that's loved their dad though, right? You mean Bruce, Caitlyn? You mean Robert Kardashian? Yeah, that too. Yeah, I'll give you a dunk for William Hung. I love that guy. She bangs. She bangs. That's right. I love it, man. I love William Hung, man. He's just cool, man. I just love how he does things. He does things. All right, the last question for DeMar DeRozan above the noise trivia is this one. What former Raptors executive was crucial in getting DeMar DeRozan signed to the Bulls after LeBron lied to him and the Lakers went in another direction and got Russell Westbrook? What former Raptors executive was crucial in getting DeMar signed to the Bulls after LeBron lied to DeMar DeRozan and they went and signed Russell Westbrook instead? That's right. Isaiah Thomas is not correct. No, not our great Isaiah Lord Thomas. No, not the bad boy. Not the two-time NBA champion. Nah, not the original president of the Toronto Raptors. Nah, it's not Isaiah Thomas. Who is the former Raptors executive that was very, very integral to getting? Okay, Monique, go all the way through with it. Come on, Mo. I knew you'd get this one, Mo. You got to get the last name, though. Please write it in. Don't just write the first name. And no seagulling Monique, guys. No seagulling Monique, because I can't just take that name, Mo. You're right, but you need to keep going. Nobody seagulls Mo on this, guys. Yeah, get out of here, Kareem, with your Mark Gasol. Come on, Mo. You know his last name. Just write it in. I know you can do it. Brian Colangelo's not right. Jared Stackhouse is not right. No. Mo's knows. Mo knows. Let's see. She all right, Amit, you're respectful. Yeah, being respectful, Amit. Good. I appreciate that, Amit. Being respectful of Mo. Teresa Resch is not right, guys. Yeah, she's so close. Come on now. Come on. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. See, they don't know his name, Mo. You got this. Ahmed knows, but he's not going to say it because he's respecting you. The rest of them have no idea what this guy's name is. So write it in, Mo. I mean, come on, you know it. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Mark Henry, sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. And she gave birth to that hand. That was so crazy. Mark Jackson? No. Yeah, dap to Amit. Seriously, dap to Amit. He's doing really, really well today, considering everything. And he's being respectful of our MVP, Mo, right now. Mo, you know his last name. Please write it in. Come on, Mo. You know his name. It's the last question. You'll get the last one. Half of pain. Hall of pain. Yikes. You mean with William Hung, the Hall of Pain? She bangs. Oh man, he's so good. Yeah, Amit, we do appreciate this. Oh, come on, Mo. You know Mark. You're writing in Mark, but you don't know his last name. Come on, Mo. You know it. Come on. Kareem's saying, just give Mo the points. I'm just guessing because I don't know. Mark E. She's got the initial now, but she doesn't have his full name. Ah! Mark the B-ball scout. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. All right. You know what? We'll just let it be like this. If Mo's not gonna write the whole name out, it's fine. It's fine. Um uh Engelbert? No, it's not Engelbert. That's not his last name. Y'all, oh my gosh. Some ways I'm disappointed that Raptors fans don't know this guy's name more. In some ways, this means that we need a learning lesson here right now. No, you can't answer it. We're going to give Mo the points, Amit, but you want to write in the full name since she's not writing it in. We will go ahead and give Mo the points, and you can write in the name, Amit, for us real quick. Yeah, because in some ways, you're not seagulling. Don't give Amit any points. Just let him write it in. Mark Eversley. Mark Eversley is his name. Mo, you know his last name. Come on. Mark Eversley used to be in the front office with the Raptors, and he is now the GM of the Bulls. And that relationship with DeMar from Toronto is a big reason why he went to the Bulls after the Lakers did not take him. So there you go. Good stuff. Mark Eversley. Yeah, who's that? You see, you should know who Mark Eversley is. He was in the Raptors, and now he's the GM of the Chicago Bulls. So, yeah, there you go. You're going to give 175 to Mo and 25 to Amit. Okay. All right. David wants to honor Amit for being a good sport and doing things the right way on that one. But, yeah, Mo, come on. Eversley. Paris Hilton. What? All right, y'all. Thanks for playing Above the Noise. Trivia with me. DeMar DeRozan, Above the Noise. Go get it. It's in a bookstore somewhere near you. It's online. You can get the audio book. You can get a hardcover. Get all that kind of stuff. That's right. Dap. Thank you, David, for doing a good job judging everything and getting it right. You know what? Let's do this real quick so David can leave too if he wants to. Classic card of the day. Let's go. We'll go ahead and go right into it. I'm just going to grab the first card I grabbed, and you guys, I'm not like changing it around. All right, here we go. Here's the classic card of the day. First, don't half-ass this. Write the whole name in, guys. Who is this? Who's this player? Look at this crazy. This is a really good picture to choose from to see who that is. You got to know your old school, though. This is not a current player. This is not somebody who's in Paris Hilton again. That is not the right guess. No, they're not even close with the name in any kind of way. Mark Eversley. There you go. She finally wrote it in. Mark Eversley was the right answer. And you got the points. Don't worry. Phil Simms is not right. Phil Simms plays football, doesn't he? Phil Simms. All right. Who is this, guys? Who is this player for the Nets back in the day? No Googling the number in the team. Just know it from face. And who that is. Paris Hilton. What? Count me crazy? You're going crazy. All right, now. Let's see. Nicole Hilton, maybe. I don't know. Nikki Hilton. All right, come on, y'all. Who is that? Who's that? Who he kind of looks like a little bit like Danny Green, a little bit, kind of, not really. But yeah, any guesses, and I'll give clues if you give me some guesses. But yeah, who's the classic card? This is a tough one. Where's Smooth? Where is Smooth? Yeah, Paris Hilton is not right, guys. Perez Hilton is not right either. Yeah, these are not NBA players that you're naming here. Perez Hilton's really annoying, by the way. Yeah, who is this? Who is this? Come on, I'm right there staring you in the face. It kind of looks like Norman, too, a little bit. Yeah, Kama's saying, low data, my phone's spamming. Sorry. Oh, you're not doing that on purpose? Okay, Kareem, you're close. I'm going to give you one letter off. It's like you half-assed just the end of it. Oh, my gosh. Come on, Kareem. Just give me that last letter. Please, Kareem. Just write that last letter. Yeah, you're right, Kareem. There you go. Okay, Andrew seagulled it from Kareem. Unless, David, you can go how you want. It's Kevin Edwards. And Kareem barely, he kind of like it's almost full ass. But you can give it. Andrew's saying you can give it to Kareem, but I don't know. All right, 100 points for Kareem, even though he left off the S. Kevin Edwards. Kevin Edwards is the right answer. Good job. I was wondering if anybody would get this. Yeah, he's not a very well-known former NBA player. And nobody's remembering him for the most part, but Kareem is. Kevin Edwards. Words. All right, good job on the classic card. All right, David, thank you for adjudicating on things. And look for the updated score totals in the chat comments. after the stream, we'll have them in the comments. David will put the updated standings, and you guys can see who where is what, who's in what lead, and all that kind of stuff. David's saying this group is a great group of Raptor Freak families. Yes, I agree with that, David, for sure. Dap to you guys playing fun trivia this morning. I hope y'all had fun. It was a little bit more Hollywood today with movie questions and stuff like that. It was good stuff. All right, let's go and do the next part of the show. Instagram stories. Let's go see what the Raptors are doing right now. Slim Duck is once again posting himself in a Raptors jersey, working out. He's done this consistently every single day for the last 2 or 3 months. And that is showing his allegiance to our team, and also showing that he is ready to play this year because he's putting in that work. So I'm all about it. And then he's got some weird guy wearing some fashion, and it's like, it's stupid. It's kind of weird. It's Drewski. Drewski's some sort of funny guy online. Well, he's kind of goofy, man. I just got to say that. Very, very goofy. And then he's like showing some guy wearing, and dudes will wear anything if it's designer. He's wearing like some sort of thing, like it would be like a Muppet skin, like on Sesame Street. And he's saying, this is $700. It's designer. And like, okay, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. You look all fuzzy like a Muppet. Let's see. Jamal McGlure is like showing this lady kicking bottles, and he's catching them and hitting them away. And then the lady says, we're not drinking this weekend. We're drinking beer. I don't know what's going on there with her. So, but they're going to have a good party weekend with the beer. He's got a clip of Muhammad Ali on his stories talking about what a true friend is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, more kicking of the cans by this lady is really crazy. Lloyd is saying on his Instagram, whatever you may be walking into, God has already stepped into it and prepared a way for you. There you go. I love that. The spirituality of Scotty Barnes' entourage is very strong, whether it's Lloyd, whether it's Jonathan Mobo, whether it's Scotty himself. There you go. Gary Trent Sr. opening those Louis Vuitton bags and stuff. And he got, like, listen to this. All right, this is so funny. He got for his birthday a little bag from Louis Vuitton, a little black bag. And everybody in the comments started saying to him that he got a purse. And his masculinity ain't having it. He's like, no. This is a man bag. And I use this to carry stuff in it. And he said, somebody stole my other one. It was blue. And he got this new black Louis Vuitton bag. But everybody in the comments was telling him he got a purse. And he got real mad. And he put another story up saying, y'all are out of pocket in the comments, calling this a purse. This is a man bag and something that a man would wear and carry. And he said he's getting a little touchy and sensitive about them saying that he got a purse for his birthday. So he got really funny. So watch it. Then there's a baby doing some breakdancing on his Instagram. I don't know. This kid does a head spin. He's like yelling at everybody to watch him, but nobody's paying attention to him. I don't understand that. Like, they should be paying attention to him. And he's cooking, man. He's got the hibachi grill out, and he is cooking some meat and some onions with all kinds of stuff. It looks so good. But yeah, he's cooking up a storm on that thing. And the cool thing is you see him cleaning it afterwards. You just put a little oil or water on it, and you just scrape off the cooking stuff on there. Apparently he was cooking with some honey because there was a glaze on the grill after he was done. So you want to see Gary Trent Sr.'s life. It's all on Instagram stories. You can see it there. Yeah, he's cleaning the grill. Good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff going on with Gary Trent Sr. Miles Burns has got some new shorts from the Devotion brand. I'm not sure what that brand is. Norman Powell is doing the work in the offseason in the training and also studying tape. Nothing but the grind for Norman out on the West Coast. You see him in the Clippers gear in the gym, getting sweaty, doing his workout, doing what he's got to do. Siakam has gone off away from Orlando at this point, and he is somewhere quiet, taking in the sights. He's in Greece, guys. The piece is in Greece right now. So Siakam's left Orlando in training camp, pre-training camp with Indiana Pacers, and he is now out in Greece taking his solitude time before the season starts and getting his rest and relaxation. We love you, Siakam, the great Siakam, the beloved one. We are looking forward to seeing you do great things for the Pacers. And if the Raptors are in trouble and not playing as well this year, I am fully on Pacers bandwagon, guys. I'm fully there. So have fun in Greece. My guy, Siakam. That's right. And look at the beautiful pictures he's posting. He's got such an eye for the camera. He truly is an auteur. And yeah, he's got really, really good shots of what he's seeing in Greece right now. So go check out Siakam's Instagram stories. They're top notch, man, top notch. Scotty Barnes showing off highlights from their pin down workout in Spain about a month ago. This is an old workout, and they just edited a bit, and it's got pictures of Mobo and Barnes doing their work in Spain with the pin down trainers. And yeah, there's some music on it. Mobo posting the exact same clip on his Instagram stories too. And he's got some bags from his new company, Serious Players Only. He's the first player signed to the shoe deal with them. And he's got 2 backpacks they sent him. And I think these backpacks may be the goofy backpacks that he has to carry that are kind of goofy for the road. Like one of them's pink and one of them's kind of yellow and white with some pink on it. And this may be the rookie backpacks that he has to carry because he's a rookie, and that's what they do to the rookies. So I think we seeing Jonathan's rookie backpack. Y'all, so 905, they are doing a contest in the NBA G League specialty jersey bracket vote for our Raptors over the Long Island Nets right now in this competition, and hopefully we can get past them because our specialty jersey is fire. They're using the one from the Chinese Lunar New Year, and it's a beautiful jersey with a dragon on it. And just everybody go support the Raptors 905 jersey in the jersey bracket competition G League's putting on right now. So y'all know they're still doing the Dove Men Cares competition. Submit your applicants for mentors and difference makers in the Raptors community so they can win a trip to come to a Raptors game and meet Coach Rajakovic. So y'all, if you know somebody who's making a difference in some people's lives, go ahead and nominate them for Dove Men Care and Raptors and Darko Squad right there. Yeah. DeMar DeRozan is at USC at 4 a.m. in the morning, going out to the main court on their campus and putting up shots right first thing on Monday morning at 4 a.m. That's what DeMar's doing this week. There you go. There's your Instagram stories. Yeah. Siakam's in Greece now, and DeMar is working out at USC at 4 a.m. in the morning. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see. What else you guys were saying in here? Fiercely saying, can we have Milbester back? No, I put him on 24-hour timeout. He pissed me off because he didn't listen. I said, we're doing trivia right now, and I ain't got time for all your Knicks news stuff. In some ways, we already talked about it before he even came in. We said Mitchell Robinson is out for the first month of the season, and OG Anunoby is looking like he's healthy for the beginning. That's as much Knicks as I wanted to talk about today. And Milbester come in trying to talk more Knicks. I'm like, no, dog, rejected. She bangs. No, you're not going to Hollywood. Cowboys saying great trivia. Yeah, I had fun with that trivia too. It was fun to write up, and I really enjoyed it. Next week, we'll be back with some more trivia next Tuesday until the season starts. We only got a few more trivias before the season starts, and then the ones in the middle of the season will be far and in between. And then the trivia playoffs will crank up in the playoffs, and that's when things will be going again. But yeah, those classic cards are going to add up over time too throughout the season, and those will be happening every day. So trivia points will still be acquired during the season through the classic card, even though we're not playing Tuesday trivia every week. So yeah, fair enough. Trivia is over. Ha ha ha. Let's see. I can't see his comments anyway. Can't figure out how to unblock people. Yeah, it's all right. I timed him out because he just wasn't listening to me. Let's see. Smooth saying Gary Trent Sr. is starting to irritate me. Yeah, he's funny. He's weird. In some ways, listen, Gary Trent Sr. is a man's man. And he's just who he is. In some ways, he's a character. In some ways, I cover him on the Instagram stories, mostly just because he's such a character and he has regular stuff on there. So in some ways, he's kind of fun to cover on there. But yeah, I'm sorry if he's irritating you. He's so funny. Stargate saying people on TSN 1050 said they believe the VC jersey retirement is just the organization trying to hype up the fans because the team is going to be bad this year. A bunch of hockey heads commenting on basketball. Yeah, I heard this. In some ways, this kind of is true. I mean, in some ways, we're in the first year of a rebuild, and our win total may not be that good. So having the 30th anniversary stuff going on with the purple stuff is a good distraction in some ways. I mean, in some ways, yeah, this season is going to be difficult for the Raptors. And in some ways, having things to celebrate like Vince, it's totally true. In some ways, I'm not mad at this comment. I understand it's coming from hockey heads, but in a lot of ways, it is actually true. So, but I'd love for the guys to prove us wrong and say, yeah, we're going to be badasses. We're going to win a lot. And y'all are all wrong. I'd love that too, obviously. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of Josh Lewenberg for his comments on the radio yesterday about the Vince retirement. And it doesn't sound like he's that thrilled about it happening either himself. And they know that he's going to get booed at his own jersey retirement ceremony. He will get booed at it. I'm telling you, I'll go down there and do it my damn self if I want to. Yeah. Smooth saying pictures all the way, man. That's right. I'm all about that too. I'm all about that for real. Fiercely saying, same here. Usually guys who tend to flash material assets overcompensate for it. Never mind. Could be emotional, financial, physical, etc. Yeah, I don't know. In some ways, Gary Sr. is going to do what he's going to do. And if you guys don't like me doing the Gary stories, I'll stop doing them. We can vote on that right now. We'll do that right now. We're going to make a poll real quick because this is a democracy. If you guys want me to stop following Gary Trent, stop doing Gary Trent Sr. IG stories on. All right. Yeah. Yes or no. I'm just going to put that there. And you guys can vote. And I'll do whatever you guys decide. I'll continue to do them if you guys like it. If you guys don't want me to do them anymore, put no or yes or whatever. All right. So somebody say no. Continue to do them. The no means continue. Yes means stop. Yes means stop. Okay. Just so you guys know. So change your vote if it's not the right way how you thought it. So yeah. All right. Good job. Thank you for voting, guys. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Okay, Fiercey's getting agreed with by Smooth. Fiercey saying, anyhow, the sauna post gave me trauma. So she's not about it. She's not about it. C4C saying, have we talked about Vince yet? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. I live reacted to the news yesterday. And we're talking more about it today. Yes, we are definitely talking about it right now. It's really like, in some ways, like Josh Lewenberg said, it's an age gap. A lot of the younger fans are really for the Vince Carter stuff, and a lot of the older fans are not. In some ways, I kind of see what Josh is saying this, and he's very much echoing what I'm saying, is that, we should, as Raptors fans, celebrate the Air Canada effect, but not so much his career as a Raptor. And that in some ways, his career as a Raptor isn't really jersey retirement worthy. It really isn't in some ways. Some people will say like, oh, but he put us on the map. He made us on national television and stuff. Yeah, that's true. But he didn't really accomplish a whole lot as a player. He didn't get far in the playoffs. He didn't get high on our all-time lists of like franchise stuff. And, in some ways you can make the argument that he is not the kind of player that you retire a jersey for a team. Now, all the fluffy, superficial shit like the dunk contest and all the that kind of shit. Yeah, sure. But that's not playing NBA. That's not basketball. That's dunking. And in some ways, sure, the dunk contest is the most important achievement that he ever did in his career, guys. Seriously, if you really think about it. And that's part of what it is right there. That's part of it right there. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes down. Once again, I love that DeMar will be there to see it because in some ways, he's getting a preview of what's coming for him. That's what's coming up. Yeah. Smooth saying there's nothing wrong with nice things or women, but keep it private. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, he's definitely showing off on Instagram, but it was his birthday this weekend. And I wonder how much of that stuff was bought by Junior. Who knows? I mean, Gary Jr. is the guy who's got more money than his dad because he made more money in his NBA career already than his dad made his whole entire career. So who knows? Maybe he's getting those gifts from his son. His son's like, yeah, here you go, Dad. I knew that your bag got stolen. So here's a new bag for you. Stuff like that, Yeah, I agree with you, Smooth, on this. In some ways, it's like showing off and that kind of stuff is kind of, it shows an insecurity is what it is. Andrew saying, I need the season to start. I'm sick with purple fever. Oh, my gosh. Andrew's done it again. Andrew has got that fever. So here it is, buddy. There's your purple fever right there. That's right. Brought to you by Cadbury. Andrew's got the purple fever. Oh my gosh, it's coming soon. Don't worry, you're gonna be there soon. Your countdown is gonna be over soon, and your purple fever will be sated. That's right. It's true. Kurt Angle. Okay. Let's see. Kareem saying, can't believe I missed the Master P question. 10 dunks from me. I've been advocating for this. Minus 10 dunks. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do this. I think you're right. You've been bugging me for a Master P question for months, a Master P trivia, and I finally did it. And you were on the phone. All right, I'll do this, Kareem. You can afford it. You're over 300 right now, but now you're 294, bro. Now you're 294. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. Trevor's saying, remember, family, social media gives people egos they don't have in person. Yeah, this may be true too. I don't know. I bet you Gary's worse in person. I think he's probably worse in person as far as like his braggadocio and things like that. I'll bet you he's worse in person than he is on his Instagram. I don't know. Gary Trent Sr. is definitely an egomaniac, but I don't care. He's a legacy Raptor, and his son was a Raptor too. And that's the thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's something that we don't have a lot in our culture. And in some ways, that's part of the reason why I want to cover Gary Trent Sr. still, is because he's the first ever legacy player of the Raptors franchise, as his son played for the Raptors after him. And that's really cool to me. That's really, really cool. That shows that we have 30 years of a franchise. That shows that we have time passed, that we're no longer an expansion team. We've had a father and a son play for our team. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Common Crazy saying it's all a distraction for us being asked year in, year out. Well, don't say that. We're not going to be asked year in, year out. I see the light down at the end of the tunnel. And honestly, we could be very good this year and people will be shocked. I'm allowing that reality to exist coming forward, even if a lot of people are already saying there's no way that's a reality. Well, I don't know. Emmanuel, RJ, and Scotty could very much say, y'all need to understand we have other plans than what the mainstream and everybody else is saying. And in some ways, those are the guys who have the most power to figure out and change the destiny of the Raptors for the season, as far as what the experts or other people are saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Yeah, yeah. Andrew's saying, funny how Scotty is what Ben Simmons was supposed to be, yet he doesn't get half the hype Ben got. Scotty's getting the hype on the down low. In some ways, it's begrudgingly that the NBA is giving him hype. He's getting hype, trust me. In some ways, when you're a player like Scott, you're going to get haters and you're going to get notoriety no matter what, because you're going to do special things on the court and your numbers won't lie. And that is the thing that's going to be undeniable about Scott is he achieves on the court. If he goes above and beyond and he makes another jump like he did last year, yeah, everybody's going to have to take notice. In some ways, he's already at the point where they have to recognize him enough to be a replacement on the All-Star team, that this year it may be undeniable that he is one of the top 20 players in the league. And it's just that he's just like that. And that's the thing that'll do it. It's the work. And he understands this. He understands this as a person, that he's got to go get it and make them respect and recognize what he's doing. And in some ways, it is a little bit harder being in Canada. But you know what? He's beloved, and up here, he can get all the endorsement deals. If they ignore him down there, they won't at some point. What? Watch. They won't. They won't. They won't. Trust me, Andrew. They won't. Mo's saying, good, great trivia, W vibes. Keep at it always, Lex. Go Raptors for life. There you go, Mo. Thanks for the cutoff. We still got over a half an hour, but we'll see how I fill it up. Maybe we don't. Carlos saying, I love it when Josh Lewinberg said he will bring up the question to Vince about maybe acknowledging his toxic exit from Toronto. I love this. In fact, this is exactly what I was hoping I would, if I can't get access to him to do this, well, let Josh Lewinberg ask him. And straight up, let's see what he says. Because in some ways, this is important to address. Vince, you got to understand, all the receipts are here. We know what you did. And in some ways, you may have thought that we weren't important enough that you had to worry about disrespecting us at that time. But you've got to understand, this is the crazy thing. When you shit on your legacy of the teams that you're on, the receipts are still there and people remember and there's proof. And in some ways, if Lewinberg comes at you with these questions and that you feel like, oh my gosh, what is this negativity? This is supposed to be a celebration. No, this is important because in some ways, if Josh Lewinberg asks them these questions, it'll be for people like us. And that's important. That's important. Fiercely saying, don't stop the stories. He's funny at times, just not when he stares at camera half naked. All right. Well, so far, 60% are saying no, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. No means keep going. Yes means stop. Yeah, just read the question the way it is. Kareem saying, if they don't wear Raptors jerseys, they are dead to me. Screw their stories or any uplifting shit they have to say. Well, Gary Trent Sr. is not in the NBA anymore. So he's just a Raptors alumni, and his son just recently left our team. So you didn't have any problem with me covering Gary Trent Sr. when Jr. was on the team. But now all of a sudden you guys don't like it? I don't know. We'll see what the poll says. And at the end of the poll, the decision will be final. That's right. Democracy at its finest right here. Yeah. Tommy's saying, no more thirst trap needed for me. Thanks. Good morning. Yes. Cut it out. Tommy's like, cut it out. Out of control with Dave Coulier. Cut it out. If you know that reference, you are an old head. Trust me. Yeah. All right, Tommy. I'm sure you put your vote in. And let's see what happens at the end of the poll. Nameless is here. Good to see our Italian plumber friend. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see. Okay, Corey Hart. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see the light before your eyes. She deceiving me. She cut my security. That she's got a hold of me. I turn to her and say, don't put the blame on the guy who shares no more. Listen, it's a citizen test. They should have you sing some Canadian artists. Corey Hart, that's right, baby. Let's go. Andrew saying, I saw someone commented that they should retire Bosch's jersey too. He did so much as a Raptor. 2 playoff wins is so much. Well, the thing with Bosch is when he left the Raptors, he was at like the top of all the leaderboards in our franchise. But DeMar came in and smashed him out of number one and all those things. Yeah, some people are going to want this too. And I'm not for this either. But it could be eventually that Bosch is retired up there also, which is disgusting. In some ways, I would say this. The biggest thing that's going to stop Chris Bosch from getting his number retired is the man who's wearing his number right now on our team. And in some ways, we could say this is the past, Chris Bosch, and this is the present, Scotty Barnes. And we could say, who do you think's going to be deserving a jersey retirement between the two of them in the next 20 years? Yeah. In some ways, not retiring, it may be really good because that number 4 should be up there with the name Barnes on it. And in my mind, when that 15 goes up in the rafters, I'm superimposing Johnson over the top of Carter, or I'm superimposing Garboza across the name Carter, because those are 2 better 15s that I would rather honor. Jorge Garboza and Amir Johnson as 15s that play for the Raptors. That's what I'll say right there. Yeah. Fiercely saying, Andrew sending you virtual Tylenol for your fever. What's wrong with Andrew? Oh my gosh. I didn't know he's got a headache. Now let's see. Wayne saying, as a Raptor, when Vince won the dunk contest, we all had goosebumps. Let's celebrate that period. Yeah. That's what I remembered in the playoff series against the Knicks and the Sixers. Let's leave it there. And that's what a lot of people are wanting. That's what Masai's asking us to do, to forgive and forget. Time heals all wounds, all this kind of stuff. Well, it would heal a lot better if Vince showed like any kind of like remorse, because he doesn't. And in some ways, the arrogance of him to say, oh, I didn't do anything wrong at all in anything. Well, okay, you go ahead and think that, Vince, even though we don't respect you. And a lot of people do not respect you because you quit on the Raptors and you literally came and took money and saw kids came to the game and they watched you half-ass yourself out on the court. And it's undeniable that you did that. You're guilty as charged. And in some ways, when somebody's so arrogant and say, I didn't do anything wrong, well, less respect just for that. And that's the problem right there. There you go. Andrew saying, thank you, Fiercey. Was it my singing that gave you the headache? I shouldn't be singing Corey Hart. Oh, my gosh. Andrew saying, if Scotty makes all NBA or all defense this season, I'll be ecstatic. I think that he could make all NBA. He could. But we need to have a good record, and he needs to make another jump. He needs to make another sizable jump like it was shown yet last year. And I think he could. Honestly. If we orient things the right way around him in our offense, Darko, with his plans and his long-term plans for Scotty, if we see more of that coming, he could be all NBA. I wouldn't say first team or second, but he could be all NBA third team, somewhere in there. Yeah. Most saying, Lex, Josh Lundberg was on CP24 talking about his article in reference to the Vince story. This is good. Put him on blast right now. Lundberg is my hero this week, because he's the voice that needs to be out there talking about the other side of things. And I really, really appreciate you, Josh Lewinberg.
You got a Saturday Share Love Club from us already. I would do another one for you because of what you're doing right now. I really do appreciate it. Common Crazy saying Scotty's busy playing video games and getting thoughts prego. I've never understood that word thoughts and stuff like that. Listen, he is having a baby with a woman from Guelph, and he's very excited. He's very happy. He talked about it. There's a clip out on social media. You can find it of Scotty acknowledging that this is true, that he does have a woman pregnant and that he's going to be a dad soon. So that's pretty cool. That's very interesting. And we'll have to see what effect that has on him. Maybe that's part of what drives him to all NBA is that Scotty is a dad all of a sudden. He's playing more than just for himself and his family. He's playing for a son or a daughter that he has. And boom, who knows? That could be a Fred VanVleet Jr. kind of effect for Scott this year. We'll have to see. Let's hope for it. Let's cross our fingers for it. There you go. Stargate saying the Raptors are going to be a lot better than people think, or rather they are not going to be as bad as believe. I believe this is true. I think in some ways people really don't have any idea how to gauge them. Some of the reason is because they don't pay attention to us very closely, and they're just like half-ass gauging us from maybe the end of the last season. Some of them are just naysayers, and they don't want to believe that we're very good. Tim Temps, big F you. You get my two-finger salute today. Announcing the jersey retirement for Vince Carter on their page, and they can't even fucking get shit right. I don't know if this is trolling or this is them being on purpose, or they're just really bad at their jobs. But Tim Bontemps writes an article about the Raptors retiring Vince Carter's jersey, and he writes that we're doing it at a game against the Atlanta Hawks. Bro, go to your own fucking website, Tim Bontemps, you hack piece of shit, horrible writer, and look in the schedule for the Raptors. It says that date, the game is against Sacramento Kings. So why does your dumbass article say that we're playing the Hawks the night that we're retiring Vince Carter's jersey? Dude, you need to be fact-checked. You are a horrible journalist if you can't even just get simple details like that right. Now, are you doing that on purpose because you secretly hate the Raptors because you're from San Francisco and you hate how the Raptors ended the Warriors dynasty, you piece of shit, Tim Bontemps? Because this is what it seems like. Because in some ways, you're supposed to be one of the top at your field as a journalist, and you can't even fucking get the facts straight in your article. Do you have a fact checker or somebody who looks at your shit? Or did you do this shit on purpose because you have this little respect for the Toronto Raptors and that? And like, oh, I'm going to troll them. I'm going to put Atlanta Hawks in as the game instead of Sacramento Kings. And you know what? You can go and click on your own damn website and look at the Raptors schedule, and you could fact check your goddamn self and proofread, and you would see that you're exactly wrong. So Tim Bontemps, two-finger salute for you, motherfucker. You piece of shit, horrible hack fucking writer for the ESPN, you piece of shit. That's what I'm going to say right there. Yeah, get your facts straight. Yeah, I'll get pissed about this because it shows disregard for the Raptors and getting it right, and it may be on purpose. I mean, is it on purpose, Tim? Are you really just a fucking NBA troll and you're just outing yourself by putting Atlanta Hawks in instead of Sacramento Kings? Because honestly, I would believe that, or you're just really bad at your job. You're inept. That's probably what it is. He's just bad at his job. Andrew's saying Gary Trent Sr. just reminds me we lost Junior for nothing, but I don't mind it. Yeah, we didn't lose Gary Jr. for nothing. We just let him walk. And in some ways, we didn't want to pay a price for him. And well, it is what it is. In some ways, Gary last season didn't do enough consistently, whether he was hurt or not, to stay on the Raptors this year. In some ways, he had to do more, and he didn't. And in some ways, it may be that he just didn't do more or he was hurt. But either way, Gary Trent Jr. not being on our team is not a big deal, guys. Some people are going to be all upset. Maybe some people will say some shit this year. We would have been better with Gary if he was still on our team. Don't just hold your tongue. Fuck all that shit. Make room for Grady and Jacoby. And with Gary gone, it's going to be is a good thing, guys. Seriously. I'm not worried about Gary Jr. Seriously. And just saying, I hope we're either the 10th seed or make the play-in, or we're so bad to get a top-tier pick. Yeah, I mean, in some ways, yeah. I guess no tanking. Play-in for what? Huh? No, play-in for, yeah. Because in some ways, the play-in could be the door opening to a first-round series. And our young guys need that experience. Scotty got in the playoffs his rookie year, and he hasn't been in the playoffs since. And we need Scotty to get more playoff experience. That's way more important than trying to get Cooper Flag and some bullshit that other Raptors fans try and say and shit like that. Way more important. Kaz is saying W performance. You like the Corey Hart? Yeah. I take requests, y'all. If y'all want me to try and sing, as long as it's a pretty well-known song, I'll know some of the lyrics probably and able to sing it. Yeah, Nameless is crying. He loves the Corey Hart. There you go. Common Crazy's a troll. No, Common Crazy is cool. He's been around for a long, long time, and he comes in every once in a while. He tells me not to cuss. That's just kind of his thing. I have no problem with Common Crazy, but if there's some issues at some point, we'll see. I don't think there is though. Cream saying the poll should Lex do one solo song or two solo songs each day? You know what? Listen, we could have this as part of it. It's just that you guys say something like song of the day and give me the song. Maybe it's because of the. Do you remember when it was time in September for the Raptors to play in October on the 6th in Montreal? Yeah. Something to remember. Just you guys want a song of the day? I'll do it. I'll do a Weird Al. Andrew's saying Greg Monroe, the best number 15 in Raptors history. Oh, come on, Andrew. Come on. Don't diss Amir Johnson, man. Two songs? Okay. C4C saying he probably apologized during the presentation. Maybe. That might go a long way. Seriously, if you want the house to start crying, Vince, you do this right. You could do it. If you heal the wound right in the middle of the ceremony, that would probably do some good, man. Seriously. Let's see. C4C saying she's also in a rock band, apparently. Yeah. Scotty's baby mama is in a rock band. She's a singer and she's very talented. I've heard her sing on her TikTok. She's a better singer than I am, for sure. But it'd be fun to sing a song with her. It'd be fun to sing a song with Scotty's lady. Yeah. Carla's saying, whoa, Matt Bonner. Oh, yeah, this is we got to talk about. All right. So obviously, William Liu stepped away from the Raptors show last year. That's his baby. William Liu and Alex Wong made the Raptors show. At some point, Sportsnet put Blake Murphy with them for some fucking reason. I don't know. Blake Murphy's got the personality of a fucking wet towel. And at some point, William Liu was like, I don't want to work for the man anymore. He's telling me how to do my job, and I hate this shit. So I'm out. I want to do an independent show. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello, whatever they're calling it, with Alex Wong, his friend again. And in some ways, I commend Will Liu. I told him, I said, you're selling out. You're corporate now, man. And he's like, well, he found out what it's like, and he didn't like it, so he left. Well, the Raptors show is returning this season without William Liu. And in some ways, that's disgusting to me. And it's going to be Blake Murphy and Matt Bonner, former Raptor. Red Rocket Matt Bonner will be the co-host with Blake Murphy this year. And in some ways, I'm like, it's kind of cool that Matt Bonner's doing it. But also, I'm going to say this right now. They're going to be so fucking boring. Matt Bonner is not the most crazy personality that's very interesting. We've seen him on TSN broadcasts, and he's not really that exciting or interesting as a personality. And you add that to Blake, well, it's going to be a snooze fest, guys. I'm sorry. That show's going to be really, 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 it's not going to be like this one. This one's got heart. This one's got passion. This one's got a lot to it. Blake Murphy and Matt Bonner sitting around every day doing the Raptor show, man, that's going to be a snooze fest. I can tell you that right already. I don't have anything against Matt Bonner. I think he's a great Raptor in the history of our Raptors, but as a broadcaster, he is boring. And as I've said before, Blake Murphy is so miserable, and he's just like a wet blanket. And in some ways, Blake Murphy also needs to just do radio or just write, because he shouldn't be a television personality. He really, really shouldn't. You can see him on TV, and he looks so fucking miserable. You just want to like slit your wrists because he's just so depressing at times in some ways. And this is a grind, Blake. In some ways, I go the gamut in my emotions 365 days a year. Sure, you see me go all over the place here, but at least I'm interesting. In some ways, we just see you moping and acting all like kind of pissy all the time. Yeah, in some ways, I'm really worried for the Raptors show this season. And Matt Bonner is not going to save it. It's not going to save it. No. It's very interesting. Yeah. They must have offered him the bag. I don't know. Matt Bonner does have an aspiration to get further in broadcasting from him being on TSN at times. He always gets sandwiched in the middle of them. And it's always kind of like, okay, it's not Sam Mitchell, it's Matt Bonner. That's kind of an upgrade. But also at the same time, what have we remembered about Matt Bonner in the broadcast that he contributes that's exciting or interesting? That's what I'm trying to say here. Murphy and Bonner are not a very thrilling combination. Let's just put it that way. And just saying the kid is going to grow up in Canadian schools, so they'll know their geography. I mean, I listen. We're going to see what happens with Scott. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with Scotty's a young child coming in, and who knows? But probably, hopefully, that kid's at Canadian schools getting the best education possible. Seriously, yeah. Fiercey saying, "Got to go to the meeting, fam. W stream and fun trivia." There you go, Fiercey. Thanks for playing today. And Carlos saying, ESPN probably fired all their editors. Laugh out loud. Yeah, whoever's doing that shit or taking care of things with them, you're horrible. And I can find inaccuracies all over your website all the time if I really wanted to dig and look for them, especially around Raptor stuff. They've often got very many typos in different places around Raptors articles. I've noticed that, and it may very much be a troll by these fuck faces down there. Let's see, eye candy out. Let's see. All right, Nameless saying it may be harder to gain notoriety playing basketball in Canada, but that man you loathe has shown young players that it's certainly possible. There you go. This is definitely true. This is definitely true. And the effect of Carter on people like DeMar, Chris Bosh, and Scotty is there. Seriously, it is a cool part of our culture. And in some ways, DeMar DeRozan in his book, Above the Noise, talks about how he had a VHS tape of Vince Carter's Oakland slam dunk competition, and that him and his dad really enjoyed watching Vince's dunks. And DeMar talks about how he would really look at the mechanics of how Vince did his dunks in that dunk competition and really analyze them and try to learn from them too. So DeMar's a huge fan of Vince's from that dunk competition. And he said in the book that they almost wore that VHS tape out specifically because he watched Vince's dunk competition over and over again when he was younger. You got to remember, DeMar was a kid when that dunk competition happened. And he was very much enthralled with that. And that is another reason why he probably really wanted to be on the Raptors, is partly because of Vince. So in some ways, the bad begot the good as far as, well, Vince Carter doing the dunks made DeMar DeRozan have a proclivity to want to play for the Raptors for his whole entire career. And also, DeMar was smart enough to see how Vince hurt us and what happened. And he said he never wanted to do that to us. And sadly, what happened to him happened, which is too bad because he was a real one and he was ride or die with Raptors and Toronto forever. He really is Mr. I Am Toronto. He really, really is. He still is to this day. He still is to this day. Trevor's saying Ross is live on Twitch. Well, this guy's going on every weekday now. Basically, the schedule for Terrence Ross is take your kids to school, drop them off, and go home and start twitching and playing Madden and NFL and college football and also the NBA 2K. So yeah, Ross is basically living on Twitch in the weekdays around this time at this point. So he's on there all the time. Ask Terrence Ross some questions. Pretty sure he's coming up to Toronto to celebrate with the Raptors in the 30th anniversary. You want to encore? What song should I sing next, guys? You guys give me a song. I'll do one more before I get done. Andrew saying William Liu, passion over the paycheck. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's got notoriety. He's got his name out there. He's well known as a Raptors commentator and journalist. And in some ways, that is great for him. And in some ways, he can take his platform as an independent like me and do whatever he wants with it with nobody telling him what to do. And there's something very attractive to it. So in some ways, I know I'm causing waves on the down low as a Raptors freak. I don't have to be in notoriety like these people. The right people know it's a little secret club and they come in and they're here right now. But let's not get it twisted. The powers that be know about me, and I'm sure that they're taking some cues from things that I'm talking about and doing here. If anything, I love what Josh Lewenberg's saying. And if I had any influence on what Josh is doing right now, thank you, Josh. Once again, man, you are doing important work right now. Very, very much right now. I totally, man, so happy what you said on the radio yesterday. Kareem saying Scotty's baby mama eats ice cream off the floor. I ate and ingested a lot of stupid shit, but never ice cream off the floor. Yeah, that is a TikTok that she has on there. But in some ways, to me, that shows that she's down to earth. And maybe she's not so snobby that she can't eat ice cream off the floor, right? Isn't that the message? Maybe it's not smart. Maybe you'd question her parenting skills as far as like, is she going to let that baby eat the ice cream off the floor too? That's so funny. Creep saying, Lex, would you leave us if the Raptors show was offered to you? I think you are made for bright lights in the Raptors environment. I don't know if I'd take that job seriously. If they had asked me to do it, like, listen, if they asked me to replace Mike Murphy and do it with Matt Bonner, I'd do it. I'd do it just because it would be fun. It'd be fun to do. I don't know how long I'd last. Maybe I'd only be on for a year, but I try it. I try it for 1 year at least. But in some ways, I really do like having full creative control on here. And honestly, they wouldn't like me. Like, I'd have a hard time muzzling my beliefs and political beliefs. And also, I am very, very open and vulnerable about my life in all kinds of different ways, as evidence from yesterday. That I don't know. I really don't have a filter. And in some ways, I can't guarantee to them that I wouldn't say something that wouldn't get them in trouble. Maybe they'd like that. Maybe I'd stir the pot and make more viewers because I'd say something controversial. Maybe it'd be very bad for them and they'd be upset. Of course, Sportsnet owns the Raptors show. That is Rogers. Rogers is the overlord now. And much like David Letterman in the 80s went after GE and NBC at the top on his show, but he was untouchable because he was so popular, I would probably be that same kind of action. I'd probably be dissing Rogers on the down low on their own channel. And I probably wouldn't have as much clout or popularity as David Letterman. Be safe in doing that because David Letterman, he would roast General Electric on his show back in the 80s. And that was his boss. So I might have that action. So I don't know. In some ways, I have no aspirations for this. I'm perfectly happy in my spot in the whole Raptors community. And I'm not actually, if I expand and grow more and more over the years, that's probably going to happen. But I don't care how big, and I don't care how much notoriety I get. I'm doing this for pure passion and information for Raptors fans. That's the only reason why I do it. Really, it's not really for my ego. It's not really for me to get famous or anything like that. I'm doing this for information and as a service to Raptors community. That is my main drive and goal right here. Yeah. Let's see. Stargate saying, why are people overhyping this Cooper Flag kid? He's not a generational game-changing worthy of tanking consideration whatsoever. He will be no better than Christian Laettner in the NBA. Sorry. Wow. I haven't actually watched them yet. We'll get to the season where I start watching the prospects next spring leading up to our draft. But I've not looked at any of the college players. I've little bit looked at Ron Harper's brother, Dylan, and that's really more because of Ron Harper Jr. But I have no idea what Cooper Flag looks like. I've never watched him. I don't fall into these hype trains like other people do about players like Wembanyama. When that happened, I was like, okay, the specs sound crazy. That kind of length and ball handling and shooting and skill, that's crazy. And I knew that that's pretty impressive. But with Cooper Flag, I'm not even going to worry about this for another 6, 7, 8 months. We have games to play. And the things that are most important right now are Raptors season's coming up quick. That's right. Carlos saying, yeah, plenty more intriguing prospects next draft. Well, I'll be excited to have the draft prospect draft scout of the day once again next year. I thought that was such a fun segment when we did that last year, and me putting eyes on players for the first time and really giving my first impressions reaction of the names you guys would bring last year. So we're going to be definitely doing that segment again, and I'll really enjoy it. And we will do Cooper Flag probably pretty early in it. We'll see. Let's see. Stargate, I think because he was giving buckets to Team USA. I'm high on him, though. 6'9", athletically gifted with a jumper and a smooth handle. Andrew's saying that. Okay. I've heard really, really good things about him, and a lot of people really like him. But is he just the next year's big name that everybody who's like, we're bad, we need to tank and get this guy, or just saying this? There's always going to be a name like this. And who was it last year? Zach Edey was kind of that name. Not with the guys who actually got drafted, Risaker or Sar. Is more Zach Edey is like the focal point of this past draft, even though he wasn't number one. And that's kind of interesting to me. Let's see. Trevor's saying they said that Canada food is growing monsters. They find a 13-year-old 7'3". Yeah, I saw that clip you shared in our Facebook chat yesterday, Trevor. The jerseys the kids wearing look like Space Jam jerseys, and he's in middle school, which is crazy. He's 7'3", and he's running around with these little kids, and it's just crazy. It's like an adult playing with children. And it's I could tell the kids that are on his team love playing with him because they're throwing crazy lobs and he's alley-oop jamming. It's such an interesting clip. That kid's Canadian too, Trevor. When you see Oliver Ryu on Florida Gators this year, 7'9". Yeah, they're wondering what the hell are they feeding Canadian kids up here because they're growing monsters. Yes, let's go, Canada. Let's grow some crazy ass giant basketball players like Oliver Ryu and this 13-year-old 7'3" kid. It's nuts. If y'all have not seen the highlights of this kid, you need to go watch it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And just saying that 2026 draft looking really nice too. And we're going to have 2 first rounders in that draft. Yeah, yeah. There you go, Andrew. That's right. Stargate saying they're looking for him to have the Caitlin Clark effect in the NBA. And that's it. That's the only reason he's being hyped. There, I said it. You know, I don't think that you can have that effect in the NBA like Caitlin Clark's having in the WNBA because the NBA is already built up like this. Look, if there's somebody that's like Caitlin Clark in the NBA, it's Steph Curry, and he's already done it. Cooper Flagg is not going to come in and surpass Steph Curry for being known as the greatest shooter in the NBA. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. And in some ways, if somebody's trying to make the next Caitlin Clark in the NBA, well, that's Steph Curry, and that's already been done. And if you're going to talk about who was the original Caitlin Clark, it was Larry Bird. So, yeah, come on. That's right. Kaz is saying that kid won't improve. He needs to play against grown men at 7'3". Well, he's got to play in his age class, and we'll have to see as he comes up. I mean, he's 13. There's the possibility that kid done growing at 7'3", and that he's going to be like Oliver Ryu, and he'll be like 7'8", 7'7", Robert Wadlow kind of shit. That's the crazy shit. Robert Wadlow, the tallest man in the history of the world, was 8 foot tall. And he's at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum and the wax museums. You can see his tall ass hanging around in Niagara Falls. Robert Wadlow, 8 foot tall. These kids, somebody's going to get up there. Seriously, somebody's going to get up there, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be cool. David saying, can we mess a Kama Crazy up or what? No, you can't. Because in some ways, I'm wondering if Kama Crazy is one of my family members. And he's just in here trolling. So let's not go after Kama Crazy. Kama Crazy's not done anything wrong, guys. Stargate saying Oliver is a different story. Yeah, I don't know. We got to see if he's too lumbering, if he's too slow. In some ways, there's a lot of question marks about that Florida Gator down there, about what will translate. In some ways, these super tall guys have to be able to move up and down the court at a certain rate of speed. And in some ways, that may be maybe in between him and an NBA career. He could be 7'9", but that doesn't mean he's going to make the NBA, guys. We got to see how his career develops in University Florida first. Andrew's saying, yeah, he's playing against kids half size. Yeah, they were nowhere near his height, and it was hilarious. That clip is really funny, honestly. The one of the kid, the 13-year-old 7'3" guy. Yeah, Kaz is saying that's why these kids don't get better playing against 5'5" kids. Well, let's say this. That kid may be playing against grown adults also. It's just that he has to play against his age group when he's playing organized ball. But who knows? He may be training with men, maybe training and playing informal pickup basketball against men, much like people like Scotty and DeMar DeRozan did when they were younger. Scotty was at LA Fitness playing against men when he was a very young kid. And that was part of what made him better. So hopefully the 7'3" kid is getting off time with taller people. And if he's going to play for a school, he's got to play against his age group, right, guys? He's going to put him. You can put him in the game against the high school kids already. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Let's see. Kaz is saying that 7'3" kid traveled like 3 times that video as well, and it wasn't called. Yeah, he was. He needs to be fine. That's for sure. David saying, I guess you missed the comment of him trashing Scotty and the mother of his unborn child. All good. All right. What did Kama Crazy said something about thought or something like that. Either way, I don't care. I don't care. In some ways, I'm not that much of a. If it doesn't set me off because I read it, I saw a little bit of an insult, but that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it right there. Let's keep going. Carlos saying that 7'3" kid has all the time in the world to get skills. That is the advantage. Yeah, he's only 13, guys. And in some ways, he's got 5 more years till the NBA may be looking at him very seriously. Monique saying your wet towel reference was hilarious, Lex. Laugh out loud. Well, I'm just saying, I'll watch the Raptors show, and at least Will Lou, even if he was saying crazy shit and kind of being annoying, he has personality. Alex Wong is hilarious. He was the funniest person on that show. But Blake Murphy, man, I'm sorry, bro. You're in some ways, you are a guy who should be like Woj. You should be the guy breaking the news, and you don't need to be showing your personality in any kind of way because your personality sucks in a lot of ways. I'm just going to say that. And you should just be like writing articles. You should be doing like the breaking news about 905 and things like you do already in some ways. I just, it is what it is. They picked Blake Murphy to do it. At least this show exists. That's good. The show called The Raptor Show at 30 years into our existence. Finally, there's a dedicated show on the Fan 594, just the Raptors. You know, the Chuck Swirsky show was in existence for the longest time, and it was kind of like the Raptors show because Chuck being the voice of the Raptors at the time, he would talk a lot of basketball with people. But for the most part, in the history of the Fan 590, there has not been enough NBA Raptors-centric programming. There's so much fucking hockey. So much fucking hockey. And, of course, a lot of Blue Jays baseball, too. But in some ways, I guess I should just be happy that there's a show called The Raptors Show that's on weekdays every single day and at 11 or whatever they're on. Apparently, I'm up against JD Bupkis. Now, he's got some personality, but yeah, Bupkis. All right, let's keep going. Carlos saying, usually you find these giants like late in their teens, which doesn't give you much time to train them. Yeah. And Kaz is saying, I hope he's joking. I hope you're talking about Comma Crazy. I don't care. You have one comment in there. It's all good. All right, let's see where the poll's at, guys. We're 5 minutes to 2 hours. Let me see what y'all are saying. So 55% of y'all are saying that I should stop doing Gary's IG stories. And 45% are saying no, continue to do them. So it looks like we're going to stop covering Gary Trent Sr. on the Instagram stories as of today because the yeses have won the vote. And there you go. Very, very close poll. I like seeing that. But yeah, we're gonna honor this, and I'm gonna unfollow Gary Trent Sr. so that I'm not seeing his Instagrams anymore. And well, this is how we do it, guys. And then the poll right now, it is what it is, guys. There you go. All right, Most bring it up real quick. They did some house cleaning yesterday. They basically they signed Dylan Disu to an Exhibit 10 yesterday, and then they waived him 5 hours later. And the reason why is because it's to get his rights for 905. Now, the way it works is this, guys. The Raptors have 21 positions for training camp, and they have 21 bodies in training camp officially, and they'll cut a few of them before the season, right? Well, we have so many guys that we want to have on 905 that Dylan Disu is not going to be on the training camp roster, but we do value him to be on the 905. So we sign him to an Exhibit 10, and then we waive him, and we have the rights to him on 905. So Disu will be a 905er this year, but he will not be in training camp trying to get on the main roster Raptors. So and we'll have to see what the final 21 is as far as the training camp roster for the Raptors. And, we did this last year with people like McCurr, Justice Winslow, and a couple other people to get their rights for 905. So this is basic house cleaning. Blake Murphy explains it really, really well. This is what Blake does really well, explaining salary cap and semantics about player transactions with the team. And full credit to Blake being a genius and a masterful writer and all that kind of stuff. But in some ways, your personality on radio and TV sucks. That's my thing I'm saying there. So yeah, let's see. Wayne saying, where's David? We were talking about a 13-year-old. Please spare me that nonsense. If the person can't help our bench improve in the next 1 to 4 years, please don't mention them. Vote total is good. I don't remember who brought up the 13-year-old. Trevor brought us the clip at first. I think that Trevor's just basically trying to illustrate that there is something in the water in Canada right now that's spawning 7-foot-plus basketball players like Zach Edey, Oliver Ryu, and this 13-year-old that's out there. There's another guy, too, that was on Team Canada, the under team with Ryu, that's actually a 7-footer plus, too, that's Canadian. That's actually really good, too. So, it's something about the future for Canada and basketball that looks like we have very tall players coming. Yeah. Stargate saying he voted to keep him. Well, I appreciate everybody participating in it, but yes, democracy is going to rule in this channel, and it is going to be the change that's been voted on. Andrew said 905 is going to be exciting for the first time in like 3 years. Yeah, I agree. I think that you're exactly right. That the 905 is going to be stacked with people like Dylan Disu, Ulrich Shamshay, Jamal Shed, and Jacoby Walter. Yeah. There we go. Nameless is saying GTS, Gary Trent Sr. is too egotistical. I just don't jive with narcissism. Thumbs down. So Nameless was probably a vote against him. Continuing to be a segment. And Andrew's saying all that maple syrup and Timbits makes us grow. Also some of it could be a long winters, and maybe you don't want to get out of bed because the time when you grow is when you're sleeping. And any youngsters, like I've told Amit in the past, and I told Nuggy the Ruggy this too when he came through town, is like y'all grow when you're sleeping. So make sure you get enough sleep. In some ways, they say that a young person that's in their teens needs to sleep like on average at least 8 hours, a night. So, and that will make you grow in your height. So you actually grow while you're sleeping. And if you're short sleeping yourself while you're a teenager, you may be not getting taller because you're doing that, just so people know. Like some kids like to play video games all night and then go to school absolutely tired and they're sleeping in class. Well, those kids aren't getting taller. Let's just put it that way. So make sure you get your rest. And for a young growing body that's in their teens, you need to sleep at least 8 hours, if not more. I think they actually recommend like 10 hours of sleep for some of these kids. So if you really want that basketball career, put that sleep in. That's what I say right there. That's what I say right here. David's saying, I'm here with you, Wayne. I feel you. Yeah, it's all good. Name was saying we should start tanking for the 13-year-old right now. Let's start right now tanking just for this 13-year-old kid in the Space Jam jersey. Yeah, let's do it. David's shaking his head. And Mo's saying, go rest, Lex. Yeah, I'm at 2 hours exactly right now. And yeah, 8 to 10 for teens, 6 to 8 for adults. There you go. 8 to 10 hours for teenagers is what you should be getting. Your prescribed sleep amount, and 6 to 8 for us adults. There you go. Good job, guys. I love it. Thank you, Josh Lindbergh, for your comments on Vince Carter's retiring jersey. You are on point, and we love you for it, man. You are one of the best. Do it in by the book. Josh Lindbergh, keep it real. I love you for it, man, so much. And also, let's see what else. Raptors official admin posted a picture of Prince at one of our games in 2003 yesterday, which was pretty cool to see Prince at one of our games. Of course, the Purple Fever is strong right now. And, well, that's part of it right now. WNBA Toronto has announced that they are hired 2 executives for the WNBA team for us under Teresa Resch. They're going to hire Whitney Bell as the chief marketing officer. She comes from Dove and Lyft. She was in charge of stuff that was going on with the Dove brand. Maybe she was in charge with the thing that's going on with Darko right now with the Dove Care men and also Lyft, the car thing. So she's been in charge of marketing for those companies. Now she'll be the chief marketing officer for the WNBA team headed by Teresa Resch. And they've also signed on and hired Lisa Ferkel as the chief revenue officer. She's the CRO. And she most recently has worked for Golf Canada and also worked for Scotiabank. So she's going to be in charge of the finances for the new WNBA Toronto team. So yeah, a couple of big hires for the front office for Teresa Resch right there. Yeah, we got to talk about that for a second. Wayne's saying, any word on recovery time for Bruce Brown and any other knucklehead doing surgery soon to mess us up? Not for our team, just Bruce Brown, and it'll be a month. So I expect Bruce not to be back until maybe the mid-November or end of November. And then, the knucklehead that's just got surgery and is going to be out for a while is Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. That's the news this morning, that Robinson will miss a similar time to Bruce Brown. And that's horrible news for the Knicks, who don't have Isaiah Hartenstein anymore, and they're very thin at the center. But according to Mobester, he's not worried because he has Marcus Morris Sr. on his team. He's not even talking about Precious. And some of the Knicks fans are out there saying we need to turn Precious into the next Draymond Green or something like that. Oh, my gosh. They want Precious to become an amazing player. And, well, good luck with that. They want to try and make Thibodeau. Oh, no, they said they want to make him into Ben Wallace. They want Precious to become like Ben Wallace since he's going to have to be their starting center at the beginning of the year. So we'll have to see. David's saying, yeah, it's getting annoying. Otto, now Bruce. Feels sketchy. That's all I'm saying. Well, Otto was different. Otto was a totally different kind of situation than Bruce Brown. And Otto's very near at the end of his career. And Otto did have a serious, real toe injury that actually was very real, David. And it was career threatening, honestly. So they had to really be smart with Otto. Let's not bring up Otto. There's no reason to bring up Otto and compare him to Bruce. They're very different situations. Bruce Brown's in the middle of his career. Otto Porter was at the end of his career. And Bruce Brown has every interest to get healthy and get back out on the court. Trust me. Otto Porter, maybe not. Maybe not. He may have Olajuwon us a little bit there. Yeah. Andrew's saying, Wayne, I think he's supposed to be healthy in 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. He'll miss maybe October. And maybe he'll be back right at the beginning of November, but he'll be back in November. Bruce Brown will not be out that. Yeah, 4 to 8 weeks is recovery. That sounds about right, and that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, 3 weeks is when he's reevaluated. Okay, thanks, Kaz, for the stuff. Trevor's saying is he joking? He's gonna find out. Okay. Kaz is saying, I remember when Precious tried saying he could be the best defender in the league. Laughed my ass off. I believed him when he said that, and I think he could. But in some ways, he's got the odds against him on this one. Because in some ways we're bigger as an Atlantic Division opponent, and they're smaller. Now they're smaller. They were big last year, and they dominated offensive rebounds, but they've lost that. And I don't think Knicks Nation even understands this yet. That the Mikal Bridges, once again, move was stupid, and they really did dumb things just to complete the Villanova Wildcats pack. And in some ways, the losses on the front line for the rebounding is going to hurt them so bad that they're not going to be anything like they were last year. Watch. They won't. They won't be as good because they lost Hartenstein and they don't have a center, and they were dominating on the offensive rebounds. And that was their big, huge secret to success. So the Knicks are going to find out that they tinkered with their roster and they went too close to the sun and they got burned for it. Yeah, they got burned for it. Yeah. I think Precious could be a better defender. But in some ways, he's not a starting center. He should not be the starting center because he's undersized to be a starting center. Yeah, he can guard Joel for part of the game, but he shouldn't be guarding him the whole entire game. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Yeah, Carlos saying for our second unit, there's Davion, Bruno, Kelly O. Who else can we expect there? Jacoby Walter. Any of those rookie guys are coming up. Chris Boucher. He's another one that's in the mix. Oshai Abaji, we got to remember he's around too, and he probably won't be starting. So yeah, we've got some bench. We got to see who shows up and earns the time. That's going to be important. Yeah. Andrew said Precious said he wanted to be the defensive anchor of our team. Well, in some ways, he was in competition with Scotty and OG, and all three of those guys wanted to be the best defender on the Raptors. I think that OG was the best defender out of all three of them, and Precious might have been second. Scotty's coming up though. Scotty could be the best defender on the Raptors this year. That he probably will be, actually. David saying we seem to be sleeping on Davion. I can't wait to see him in the Raps jersey. I think that you're right. I think that he could be a real big surprise. He could be a big part of why the Raptors are better this year. And everybody's like, oh crap, we forgot they got Davion Mitchell in the Jalen McDaniels trade. And yeah, that was actually a game changer for the Raptors. And we didn't really know it. We slept on it. I think David's exactly right. Andrew saying Masai really turned McDaniels into Mitchell in 2 seconds. Absolute finesse. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Wayne's saying, I like our team on paper. I really like it. It's awesome. Wayne's approving, and I like that. Kaz saying, I really think Mobo is going to play a role off the bench. Yes. If Scotty wants to be, we want to keep Scotty happy. I think we're going to need to keep Mobo happy too in some ways. Yeah. David saying, me too. I'm pumped. Yeah, I'm getting pumped too. 12 days. We're getting close. Carlos saying, wow, we do have a bench unit. Yeah, going over those names makes you realize we do have some talent. It's just that we were very hurt at the end of last year. Carlos saying, I'm predicting Bruno and Davion are going to be big additions. I think you're right. I think on the download, they're going to be huge additions, and people are sleeping on them, and they're going to be like, holy crap, they got Fernando from the Hawks, and look at Davion Mitchell starting his career over with the Toronto Raptors this year after being relegated in the Sacramento Kings for so long. Yeah, I could see this. David saying, absolutely. Like I said, 41 games this year, 41 plus games. Yeah, he said we're going to win 41 plus wins this year. That's right. Kaz saying, I'm not expecting much from Davion. I think he will be like Oshai to a lesser extent, but I hope not. Well, in some ways, we don't need him to score, but he will be very helpful if he can hit open threes and keep defenses honest. But in some ways, the best added bonus of Davion Mitchell is his on-the-ball defense and the peskiness that he does. And you add in Jamal Shed with him, you've got two of the best on-ball defenders all of a sudden coming to the Raptors. And that is going to have a huge impact on things in some ways that people just did not understand yet. So when we see this effect of a Mitchell and Shed, woo, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because we haven't had these kind of players on defense on the Raptors for many, many years. And that's going to be very interesting. You're going to see a stark difference because of them. Watch. Let's see what else. Kaz is saying Bruno, I think, could be very underrated for us. Yeah. Yeah. In some ways, he's putting in the work. He's showing the commitment. I'm excited about it. Kaz saying legit lob threat for Scotty that will dunk everything. Yeah. I'll be excited about that. We need a couple of lob threats on the team. And don't get it twisted. Jacoby Walter is a lob threat. And so is Oshai Abaji. That's right. All right, let's keep going. I want to finish up, guys. Thanks for doing the trivia with me today. Very, very fun job, guys, getting all the trivia questions and stuff. Fantastic stuff. Look out for the add up in a little while in the comment section. David will have it added up for you, and you can see what happened. Thank you, Josh Lewenberg. You are awesome. And that's it, guys. I'm going to finish up right now. Tomorrow, Wow Wednesday, I'll be back at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Once again, Raptor Freak out 24/7. Always looking at the Raptors 365 days a year. I will be here. 3-year streak continues. That's right. We just did 3 years, guys. I had my 3-year birthday for this channel, and I didn't even realize it. It was like a week or so ago that I've been doing this channel for 3 years straight. And that's amazing, guys. Thanks for being on this ride with me. A lot of y'all have been here for years already with me, and I appreciate it. Let's keep going. More years to go, more streams to go. Always. Let's go. Raptorize your day like Nat Bhatia. Touch grass. Get out there and do it right. Let's get it, Raptors. Let's get it, Raptors. That preseason is coming up so quick, and all of us got that purple fever, just like Andrew, and we can't help ourselves. We're ready to watch. We're ready to watch. That's right. Let's go. Andrew saying, thank you for your streams, Lex. Your dedication is appreciated. You go, Andrew. I appreciate you too. Rookie of the year, Andrew. Raptor Freak Rookie of the Year. That's right. Carlos saying Mobo is like Scotty Jr. He does a lot of what Scotty does just without the offense. Yes. And it could be that he has offense developing over time. That's right. Kaz saying, thanks, everybody. Peace out, Lex. Drive safe, my guy. Always keeping safe angels around Kaz as he's driving around on the roads. And Andrew, let's go. Look at that purple. That fever. You have a malady. You have a purple fever malady. All right, guys. Let's go, Raptors. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Woo! Woo!